Welcome along, folks. Our viewers all around Australia, South Australia, country, metropolitan, regional areas. My name is Tony Neal, and joining me today is Vince Cosmo. First of all, welcome, Vince.
Hello, Tony. It's great to be with you once again on this lovely Sunday. A little bit overcast.
Well, it is the Southern Football League Round 11, and it is the Little Heroes round for the Southern Football League, so thank you to the Little Heroes Foundation. We are at the Reynella football ground. The game, Reynella versus Morphett Vale. Coaches today for Reynella, Brendan McKeough and Michael Hanby. Our umpires today, Nathan Salt and Alex Kerr. Our major sponsor for today is True Blue Driving School. True Blue Driving School offer a wide range of services that cater to the needs of drivers, young or old, offering competitive rates with a flexible timetable that will work around your lifestyle with timing and duration of lessons catering to your needs and availability.
So fully qualified with an immaculate driving record to guide every driver through from learners to probationary licences for True Blue Driving School, and we thank them for their sponsorship today.
Okay, Vince, you've got some scores from previous games for our viewers out there?
Yes, we do. So our scores from the two games that we've had so far, they're both resounding victories to the host today. In the Junior Colts, 22-9. The Wine Flies, been waiting to say that for a while. The Wine Flies, 22-9. The E-News, 1-1. And in the Senior Colts, Reynella 16-23 and Morphett Vale stuck on 1-1, but they are doing a bit better than that in the reserves here today.
Yes, currently sitting at 14-4, and it looks like they've kicked 6 goals straight according to the scoreboard. So, well, we hope that is correct. Of course, Vince, we caught up with Jared Lever, the backline coach at Reynella, and let's have a listen to what Jared had to say. Hi folks, well it's an absolute pleasure to be joined by Jared Lever, the committee member and Reynella backline coach pre-game. First of all, welcome Jared.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
Mate, a huge day down here, a Sunday game, a standalone game, and already a huge crowd building. What are the expectations for the day in regards to crowd and the enjoyment around the area?
Yeah, look, these games are huge for Reynella and Morphett Vale. We've been playing a sort of storm off every Sunday a couple of times a year for a long time, so we're expecting a really big crowd.
Past Players Day and 3 premiership celebrations, we understand. So take us through what's going on. The room is packed down there for the past players, so many stories to be told.
Yeah, we were expecting over 100 past players today. So yeah, they come down, they'll come out and make a big racket, I'm sure, when the A grade's on. So yeah, looking forward to it.
And the 1969 A grade premiership reunion, the 74 and 84 B grade premiership reunion as well. Fantastic. Current form is 9-1. Are we happy with the season so far?
Yeah, I think if someone said you'd be 9-1 at the turn, you'll definitely take it. So yeah, we're doing pretty well.
The siren works well down here, I will say, Jared. How's the squad currently today? Are you missing many players through injury? Is it strong at the moment? And the depth?
Look, we've got great depth at Reynella. We always have. We're pretty strong. We're probably 1 or 2, 3 shy of a full squad, but yeah, we're sort of coming good, getting a few players back in the last couple of weeks. So.
All right, so the ground looks in quite good nick, a little bit muddy in the middle. If the rain comes, Reynella, are they a wet weather team as well as a dry weather team?
Look, we like to play fast, flowing footy,
Right.
which obviously suits a bit of the dry weather like we see in September. But yeah, look, we could play all weathers, no problems.
All right, so we'll wait and see on that one today. Juniors, you've got a good, strong junior contingency down here?
Look, I think Reynella is one of the biggest clubs in South Australia.
Right.
So the juniors, yeah, they're all scattered all over the ground on a Friday night. Yeah, it's very, very, very strong in the junior levels.
No, it's fantastic because it is the strength of it's the foundations really of your club. Yeah. Let's talk about volunteers, mate. A club wouldn't be anywhere without volunteers such as yourself and many others around the place. How integral are they to not only game day but to training and just to keep the club up and running?
Well, like you said, the club doesn't run without our volunteers. So yeah, we're very lucky to have some wonderful volunteers at the club, and yeah, each week they're here, all hours of the day and even night, getting things ready for the Saturdays and Sunday games.
Fantastic, and we thank all the volunteers. Of course, the other one is sponsors, mate. We wouldn't have a club without sponsors, and I know yourself have stepped in with ProBuild. Tell us a little bit about ProBuild and then some of the other sponsors as well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, look, we're a builder doing insurable repairs, and yeah, here in South Australia, Victoria, and New South Wales. So yeah, nice company to run.
Yep, and some other sponsors.
Yeah, we've got True Blue driving on board with us today. Yep. Adelaide Precision Glass.
Fantastic.
Like shower screens and whatnot. And then we got the Crown down the road, the local pub, on board with us today. And then you've got all the wonderful sponsors throughout the club as well. So.
All right, Jared, we're going to try and catch up with yourself at half time, mate. Do you think you'll have much work being the backline coach today? Just a quick tip on that one.
Oh, look, these games are always close on a Sunday derby, so we don't know, but I think we'll have them covered. We'll see.
All right, that's Jared Lever joining us, the Reynella backline coach and also committee member, sponsor, doing a lot of work down here. We wish you all the best for today and the rest of the season, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tony.
Well, it was fantastic to hear from Jared Lever there, and well, just going to the ground conditions, we can tell you it's quite firm most of the ground. However, the cricket pitch in the middle is very, very muddy, and there's just a couple of spots leading into both goal squares, but it's more firm than sloppy mud. Pardon me, so it should be fine. Current temperature, maximum 13 degrees they're looking at, but currently 11.6, and Vince, I can't see much of a breeze out there either way. The flag's just sitting to our right are as limp, and well, looks like a very good winter's day. Dry, no rain expected for a good brand of football. Our sponsors, super important. Vince, who have you got?
Oh, absolutely. So our scoreboard today brought to us by Adelaide Precision Glass, providing unique and beautiful glass solutions. Our major broadcast sponsor, as mentioned earlier, True Blue Driving School. Our game broadcast sponsors today, The Crown in Old Reynella, newly renovated. It's the perfect restaurant, bar and beer garden for every function. And ProBuild Australia, the industry leader in the provision of insurance, repair and property restoration.
Because our stream sponsor today, Filming Footy and Dartfish, and our scoreboard sponsor, Adelaide Precision Glass. Okay, let's have a look at our build-up for today, and the first thing we're going to look at, Vince, is the ladder.
Well, at the moment, these two teams, obviously with their game in hand today, Reynella sitting in second spot at 9-1. They can join Flagstaff Hill at 10-1 with a victory today, which would be expected, especially at home. Morphett Vale sitting in 8th spot at the moment, 2-8, with a not too bad percentage, better percentage than Ironbank and Cherry Gardens, who are above them with 5 wins.
And just on that, yeah, Renella's for and against. I like to analyse this. So, of course, it is 1,037 points for and 481 against. So, their 4 is actually third on the ladder. Port and Wollonga have got a higher 4, but that will change after yesterday in a moment. We'll discuss that. But their 481 against is second, of course, so only by 3 points. So Flagstaff Hill are only 3 points better in defence. And for Morphett Vale, well, they're scoring up forward 730 points, so they need an avenue to goal, and there's some issues with that today, of course, we'll discuss. And 1,024 points against. Vince, last time they met?
Yes, very early in the season at Morphett Vale, and it was a comfortable victory to Reynella on that day. 23 goals, 12, 150 to 9, 10, 64. Corey Mills-Richardson, best player for Reynella. Tyler Davies, best for Morphett Vale. Mills-Richardson, 4 goals. Callan Semple, 6 goals on that day.
Fantastic. And, well, the other games. Take us through what happened yesterday, Vince. This is a standalone for the Southern Football League, and lovely vision on screen, by the way. Our producer, Tommy, doing a fantastic job. And just quickly, it is past players down here today, and they're looking at the 69 premiership, the 74 and 84 premierships for the B grade.
Yeah, so other matches this weekend, Ironbank Cherry Gardens, 6-14-50, defeated Noarlunga 4-12-36 at Valerie Timms OC Oval in Ironbank. Christie's Beach, big winners yesterday, 22-16, 148 over Cove, 2-6-18. And that was at Bice Oval. At Happy Valley Oval, the host there, 10-9-69, defeated the bottom side Aldinga, 3-7-25. But here's the thing, Tony. We had a game between first and third yesterday. Flagstaff Hill, 22-15, 147, defeated Port Noarlunga 5 goals straight, 30. That has sent shockwaves through the whole league. Of course, Port Noarlunga won their first 8 games before their first loss of including a win at Port Noarlunga over Flagstaff Hill earlier in the season, which was Flagstaff Hill's only loss. And Port Noarlunga, after going 8-0, their first loss was at this ground, I think it was 3 weeks ago, and they have then since had this return match at Flagstaff Hill and were beaten by a massive 117 points. So the ladder leaders there certainly have put a stake in the ground with that result.
No, fantastic, Vince, as we see Reynella coming out. And just quickly, we have got a special guest, and it's a fantastic to get John Lawson in from True Blue Driving School, is it, John?
Yep, that's correct.
And tell us a little bit about, because you are the major sponsor today, you are our major broadcast sponsor, mate, so great initiative. Just tell us a little bit about the driving school, how people can get in contact with you, of course, and why you've put your hand up to support such a fantastic initiative.
Well, you know, I've been going for 20 years now. I'm the local guy around this way in the southern suburbs. Just like to help out local sporting community. I've got a big thing in this club, being a committee member, being a team manager in past years for the A Women. Just love this club, the ethos of it, the way that they look after their supporters, the way they look after all the kids from the minis right up to the A's. You know, for me, you know, just to put a little bit of money in to help out the local people is a plus, and why take all the money and not put it back into the community. So
it's fantastic, John, and I did notice on the website this morning when I was preparing everything, you've got a wide range of services that cater to the needs of drivers, young and old, and you're mainly in the southern area, so it's a perfect fit down here.
Yeah, it is, yeah. My daughter used to play here
Fantastic.
a few years back, and now she's finished up, but I'm still just being part of the club. Yeah.
And enjoying the success at the moment, mate. They're 9-1. You're having a good day coming along and watching every week, I would suggest.
Yeah, normally I don't get to come here on a Saturday when they're playing because I'm busy on the Saturday. It's my busiest day doing testing. But today, moving to a Sunday, perfect for me to come along and watch the boys. Hopefully, kick it out of the park, eh?
Mate, we've got a debut there, Hudson Voigt. He's 16, so he might be an up-and-coming customer for you. Have you put a lot of these players through their driving skills and a bit of advanced stuff, or do you avoid the footy club, just sponsor them and leave it at that?
No, I do get quite a lot from all the clubs here in the south, but yeah, they do help me out a lot, the club here, and they come along to me. So.
All right, well, it's fantastic to have you in, John. We'll let you get back and enjoy yourself. Thanks so much for coming in and joining us, and most importantly, you are the major broadcast sponsor, True Blue Driving School, mate, so we can't thank you enough, and enjoy the rest of the day, and it's been a pleasure to get you on air for a couple of moments.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thanks,
all right,
John.
Thank you. Let's have a look, Vince, at Reynella as both teams are warming up. We've got a little bit on their background and what they've done.
Okay, so, last week, Reynella, they had a match, obviously an away game that was at the bottom side Aldinga, and come away with a comfortable victory there. Inaccurate kicking though, Tony, 16-23 to Aldinga, 3 goals, 8. So 2 goals to a multitude of players there. There was 5 of them. Mark Borholm, Luke Cooper, Bradley Potter, Mitchell Scotland, Samuel Whitbread. All to Dylan Rosa was voted as the best player.
So coin toss in the middle.
So just watching that to see what happens. The person pointing so it's going to the northern end. It will be the hosts going to the northern end, which we will find out. It's like I said, not much breeze here. And find out what normally is the scoring end at this ground.
And there's our team sheets for those viewers at home having a look. We'll come back to a little bit more about these teams as the broadcast continues. Joining us also today, it's a pleasure to get Rod Smitheram in, a 2015 Premiership player. First of all, welcome, Rod.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Mate, a lot of pictures down there, a lot of celebrations. The stories get better and better. It's past Players' Day, the 69 Premiership team, the 74 and 84 B grade, the 69 of course was the A grade, but to get all your past players back, tell us a little bit about what you've been enjoying down there and some of the stories maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's always good to get back to the club. It's obviously changed a bit. I haven't been back for a few years, but yeah, great to catch up with a lot of teammates, and it's a pretty good turnout today as well. So, yeah, pretty good turnout. A lot of old teammates there, and to see, you know, I suppose the new wave of players coming through. You know, just talking to one of the guys before. All bar one senior player A grader today have played juniors at the footy club, so which is awesome to see. And you know, celebrating the premierships and those sort of things are always good when you're catching up.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to get people like yourself to come in and join us on the broadcast. As we say, we'll keep an eye. We've got a young player in Hudson Voigt coming in today. As there's some good size out there. Number 29, Tommy Shermer. He's a fair size. I'd suggest he's probably your ruckman as we speak.
Yeah, I think he's going to start as a second ruck. I think Mark Ballholm might start in the ruck, but yeah, good size on the lad, and you know, there is a fair bit of size across the park actually for both sides. So
yeah, so as we just see them, yeah, you got the young bloke there, Ballholm. It is number 22, just probably going down to centre forward by the looks of it. Well, actually, they're all gliding by. Big fella in the ruck. There he is, you're correct. It is Ballholm in the long sleeves. So we'll see him in ruck, and they are going to left of screen. Of course, Morphett Vale, you can see there Max Sampson, and you are with Vince Cosme for the first bounce. Or throw up.
It is the first ball up, so it'll be Ballholm and Mills Richardson. Mills Richardson gets his hand on the ball. Just paddling around. Good tackle applied there by Del Santo, one of the players here in the middle there. So umpire has called holding the ball. So the first foray in the forward line here will be by Braden Hartwig. So puts the ball inside 50. Good lead and good mark taken. That's an encouraging start there for Morphett Vale. So excellent there by Aidan Baker, the captain. In fact, that's something we haven't mentioned yet. They're two leading goal scorers for Morphett Vale not playing today, so a lot's going to fall on this man's shoulders.
Just see that it is him. It wasn't the guy who tossed the coin, I don't reckon. So we'll have a look at the numbers in a minute.
He's gone long. He's not going to quite make this. Was it touched? Oh, yes, it was, and it goes through for a rushed behind. So Emu's off to a start. They've got a point on the board.
So it was Baker. So let's have a look at Reynella. They most teams will give you that first kick in. This one goes short down the middle, though. The game has changed. Rod, back in the day, what was the style of play? Because we didn't have the play on out of the back line, did we?
yeah, we might have gone long to the target. The old ruckman, traditionally, you'd kick to the ruckman and have the Rovers at the fall of his feet. So it has changed a fair bit over the years.
So Morphett Vale come forward through the mud. That was a hard kick and good defence there by Reynella. It'll be interesting to see whether they switch here through Liam Reid. He's just holding it up. He does go diagonally out towards the wing, and that's a nice kick, well directed to Joel Stone. He too goes along the wing. Good pattern of play as we speak. Big crowd out there, Vince. Look at that crowd. Absolutely chock and block the ground today, trying to get in, and they come inboard. Interesting play, Liam Reid in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, well, Liam Reid actually started that play off. Now that kick is just a little bit of a scrubber kick inside 50. Bit of chaos ball in the back line, under pressure there. The Emus, the tackle's applied. Umpire, what's the call? It's holding the ball. So that'll be a Samuel Whitbread here who's got the ball now. He's looking both ways. Can he make the distance from there? Rod?
I'll back him in. I've seen a bit of him, heard a lot about him. I reckon he's going to... He'll go very close here.
He's going to be
we'll back him in.
Yeah, kicking from right on the paint. actually kicks behind, decides to go short, spots up a lead. It's going to fall short. Ball's about 20 metres out here from the Emus goal. The back line there, high kick goes out just outside 50. It's marked by Copley. So Copley decides to go up towards the pocket. Ball comes off hands. Numbers there with the Emus. Are they going to be able to clear here? Under pressure. Tackle's applied in the goal square. Ooh. Umpire this time crosses his arms.
Interesting there, Vince. Reynella have gone to the same spot twice there on that kick into the forward line, a little bit out wide there. So ball up in the square. Can they get it out here? More 1-2. Oh, nice evasion there, and the player comes down just towards half back line. Oh, nice grab over the back of the man, long sleeve Scott Carpenter. Looks wide, but comes diagonally inside. That is bold play, and Borehome cuts that off. Most dangerous kick in football. He too goes to that other side. They are using the fat side a fair bit as Joel Stone couldn't quite. It's bobbling this way, that way. He gets a kick into the forward line. Oh, flying high. It's over the back. Could not get a toe to it. And so another point on the scoreboard. They're winning it by points at the moment as the scoreboard just rolls over. And let's have a look at Morphett Vale now with their kick-in strategies.
So point apiece here. Coming up to 4 minutes on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard. So the kick-in has been marked, and my word, this man's had a lot of it early. Reid looks to hit up centre half forward. Oh, mark just dropped there by Shermer. Ball hits the ground. Umpire's going to come in. Nothing coming out of that congestion. So another ball up, but the ball repeat inside 50. So they're under pressure here, the Emus defence. Tapped down by Shermer. Oh. Flying shot on goals. Gone across the face, though. And out of bounds.
Rod, we'll just come back to you as that ball's in the forward line, and Morphett Vale will clear out here. What position did you play in 2015 Premiership?
I was on the ball, just a little rover. Changed a bit on the forward pocket, and obviously off the bench as well. So
didn't like the rotations, or you had to do
we were starting to rotate in those days, so I wasn't really happy to come off. But
well, some good stats back then about. Times that players used to rotate versus now with the interchanges. It wasn't as often back in those days.
Yeah, you never wanted to come off,
And playing in the midfield, of course, mate, question without warning, but you would have gone back and helped in the back line, surely.
Yeah, occasionally, but we love to change in the forward pocket. But, I think that was a bit the game evolving a bit. You also did the three-way off the bench, so...
So there's going to be a flying shot on goal. That looks like that is Joel Stone, and that is the opening foray for this game. So Reynella then go to 1-1-7 and a goal after 5.5 minutes on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard. So opening goal there to Joel Stone.
Well, it was down in that forward line for a fair while. They had the far side, and then it came across to this side. And then, that centering kick, and here's the replay as we see around the corner. And goal umpire worked his way backwards there and came back and signalled a goal. So they're underway with Borehome in the middle there. Up he goes, gets a tap straight back into the hands of Dylan Rosser. So a nice tap back there, but can't quite get it out. Probably going to see a fair bit of this today. Second ball up. Our umpires Nathan Salt and Alex Kerr. As up it goes. Borehome just stands still, kicks it down in that centre forward position, ground ball. Morphett Vale players almost fight themselves over it. Player had to stand under it. Looks like Scott Carpenter there. Do they come out wide here? Nice work here by Leroy Marsh to actually be that player to receive the ball. He goes long inside, right on the 50 it is. Big pack flies. No one can take it. 1-2, out it comes. Balen Marshman couldn't. Morphett Vale fumbling. They go out wide. Hack kick around the corner. Hendrick. Up it goes. Oh, look at those players come down like 10 pins. Borehome's doing a mountain of work. He's had to go below the knees here and couldn't quite. Dives forward. I'd give that 8 out of 10. And the big fella gets up. Great to see Vince. He's got the long socks on. Not many players do that these days.
Yeah, it was a long way down for him to pick up that ball. So... Anyway, Gilby there gets the tap down. Goes there with handball there by Del Santo. There's a kick up. Umpire says to play on players now. It's picked up there by Carpenter. Getting involved quite a bit early. And he's tackled and just inside the forward 50 here for the Emus. And I think he's given away a free kick there, Gilby. Yes, he has.
Just come back to Rod now, just in regards to fitness, mate, back in 2015 compared to now, and the game's evolved a little bit. We see a lot more of the press and up the ground and the flood by the forwards. How have you seen it? What kind of work did you have to do back then? Did you do any extra work yourself as a player?
Yeah, we always used to do a lot of extra work. I think the roles have been a bit more defined now. Across your lines, your rotations through the bench. So I probably think you work a bit smarter nowadays. Probably a little bit less gut running as such, and relying on your teammates a little bit more, which is great.
So kick comes in towards the forward 50 there for Morphett Vale, but intercept mark has been taken, and a short kick comes out here to Dylan Rosa.
So just while that ball's in the back line, so Rod, we talk about that. To win a premiership, what does it take? Was it culture that year? Was it the extra work? You train 2 nights a week, but what else do you do?
Yeah, we were always doing an extra session. Really well coached that year by Gianni and Simon Bradshaw in the reserves as well. Back to back in both grades. So a combination of everything, really. I think teamwork. We were extremely fit with our pre-season, and everyone really knew where their role and what they were required to do.
All right, we'll come back to the game as we see Big Borehome talking about fitness is running right into that ruck there, Vince.
Yeah, so centre half forward here for the Wine Flies. Ball's allowed to hit the ground. Just spilled out a Hardwick there. Now it comes out first. Handball there comes out from Potter. And there's going to be a shot on goal. It's going to go just across the face and through for a minor score.
So Bradley Potter's been in their best 6 times out of 10. Samuel Whitbread 8 out of 10. And Potter's kicked 20 goals from 10. The other one is Caelan Semple, who's kicked 19 goals, but only out of 5 games. So we've got some more stats we'll bring you during the game as that ball comes out towards the wing. Up and down it goes. They're back in again here, the Wine Flies. Interesting spot here, right in the middle there. Oh, handball over the top. Player struggles, gets a boot the ball, but it goes laterally out towards that boundary line. Just loping after it there was Potter. Still playing in play, and that's Papworth around the corner. And a mark here, relieving mark to Morphett Vale. I believe the Wine Flies, you might be able to fill us in on this, Rod. There's a winery over the back here, isn't there? So I suppose the Flies...
the old Hardy's winery back in the day. And, I think all of this land that we're on now, obviously over the years, plenty of wine, vineyards and the old red wine churning out, mate. Yeah.
And the flies, they'd probably come across there. They'd be half cut. By the time training comes, you get a swarm of flies come across and look out, anything could happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, back to the play, Vince. What's happening? There's a scrambling ball there.
So ball just coming up towards half forward. There's a handball there. It's going to end up here with Davies. Davies has a shot on goal. He's missed to the far side this time. So a couple of wasted opportunities now. They go to 1 goal 3. On the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard, providing unique and beautiful glass solutions. And we've played almost 11 minutes here in the opening stanza. But the kick out there has gone astray. And he's going to get another shot at it, Davies. It's a bit harder than his last one. And he's kicking from the northwestern pocket. He's giving that a pretty good look. Well, you miss from in front, and then you go and do that. Pat Davies.
Nice goal too, Vince, and we'll probably get a replay of this one as he was, he was tucked on the boundary line there. Probably go to Rod. We'll just watch this kick first. You can see the 50-metre line, so he's kicked that from about 35 out. Huge crowd, as we said, 3 deep there, the Cars. Nice kick. Are there any secrets about this ground, Rod? Like, is there a scoring end to the wind at the moment? It's just starting to go across the ground. Give us a little bit about the ground itself.
The grandstand side was always, the southern end is always more a bit the scoring end. Obviously not today, but your grandstand side, breeze sort of coming across the ground. Always great to kick a goal in front of the faithful here on the members on the grandstand side. So yeah, always thought that was more the scoring end as such.
All right, well, we'll see Reynella has a change in the ruck as well as just going forward there. It's scrambly ball here. half backline player. You can't do that. He tries to shrug that over the top and, well, didn't get away with it there. That was Jack Del Santo coming into the team. Couple of late changes. Bradley Lang, number 7 from Morphett Vale, is on debut from the under-17s. Fantastic. Just see him there with the, orange boots there. He's just trotting around to the left. Hope he can switch it on for us. And the other one is, of course, Hudson Voigt. He's making his debut, number 17 for Reynella. And he is also, well, he's 16 years old. So fantastic effort by both of those young players.
So out of that ruck contest, Dawshurst. A lot of players around the ball. No one can actually take it. Good effort there by the youngster Lang. It's tackled. Now umpire will come in. We'll have a ball up. Just forward to centre wing here
Brian
for
Gill.
the hosts.
Sorry, mate. Brian Gill just coming on. He's kicked 5 goals from 8 games. He's been the best players, 5 from 8.
So kick to right in front of us here. Comes off hands. Ends up with Reed being busy. Now it's with Whitaker. It's sharked. Here goes Dawshurst. He goes with the kick inside 50. There's only 2 players inside 50 there. So it's a one-on-one battle now. In he comes again, Reed. To lend support, gets the handball to Whitbread. Kick's going to go out wide. And it's a good kick too. They're going to play on. So with the ball now is Lawley.
Good set of Jets.
And he goes inside forward 50 again to a one-on-one. Good spoil from behind, but he's done well. There, the big fella in Borholm. There's a high kick just coming out from defence. Going to get it outside 50. That looked like that was a young fella laying there. Yep. Gets his kick along the wing there to Marsh. And that's going to go out of bounds. True centre wing here.
So throwing on the centre wing, you see huge crowd here. Coach's box just to our left, so apologies if any noise comes through. I think Brendan McKeo pretty controlled, but, well, Rod might be able to fill us in on that in a moment. But as that ball comes in, being held there, and they're going to go forward again. They are lively on their feet, Reynella, as Rosser goes in. High kick, Borholm. That is a towering mark. That is a sensational mark by Borholm. He looks quite thick-set because of the big jumper and that, but I'll tell you what, Vince, I've been very impressed with his athleticism, the ability that he's got to get around the ground. And then as we see this kick come in, have a look at this for a mark.
Yeah, strong grab, and then just made sure of it in the end. Probably would have been paid even if that had a spilled out. So good, strong pair of dukes there.
All right, so Borholm just wandering in. Probably 30 or 35 out. Very deliberate. Geez, kicked that a long way. Look at the umpire straight over the head. He'll be off to the Cairo Monday. He's arched his back like that. So Mark Borholm with his first and Reynella's third. So a good goal there. And Reynella just starting to march away a little bit. The big fellas, Rod, up forward. Bit of a fan of getting the ruckman up and you can just crumb off their feet. But
yeah, absolutely.
Not with no mark like that.
Yeah, good grab down there. He's working really hard around the ground. It's like his coach. His coach was a great player and Brendan competed very well up forward. Played a bit down back as well. But
he was at South, wasn't he, Brendan?
He was at South a lot. Came back 2004-05 and then stayed from them. But he was a great forward, very gifted player.
Yep.
But he's surprisingly very calm as a coach.
Okay, and Borholm, what's his background? Has he only played Southern Footy League, or has he been around a bit?
Borholm came from the Eagles, played a bit of league footy, and came from the Eagles, and has been out here a few seasons now. So
handy pickup.
Yeah,
Ball
absolutely.
Right in the glue pot there, Vince.
Yeah, good luck getting it out of there. Umpire decides very smartly just to walk a little bit further away from our commentary position here to ball it up. He's picked out a free kick there. It will go to the Emus.
You can see Schirmer's now come into the ruck while Borholm's in the forward line.
So Del Santo. Ball still inside the centre square. He's got Hartwick there, so decides to go on the left. Spots up a lead. Good lead. 2 hands to it. Couldn't quite take it there, Baker. Spills to the front. Tackles applied. Umpire will come in once again. So ball back in the centre square once again.
Good courage there too by Carpenter, that was.
And good fly on that ruck contest. Ended up getting it out, Bo. Now the kick goes inside forward 50. Diving effort there. Couldn't quite take it. There was Mills Richardson. Pressure now on the Wine Flies. Oh, excellent tackle applied there on Jack Ball. Umpire has actually called that and rewarded that tackle.
Oop.
Quick kick comes out. Oh, it's going to be cut off. So now there's going to be a quick effort there by Max. Sampson is not off the boot, so it's cleared there by Marshman. Outside 50, and they're away here, the Wine Flies.
So out on that far wing, boy oh boy, it can move quickly. Rod, we often talk about that, the big fella, they breathe different air than us, the rare air up top, and you just wonder what he was doing with that kick. You could see what he was trying to do. Huge tackle, but then the kick comes undone.
Yeah, go back and have a shot. You know, go back, have a shot.
No, why not? Even if it's a check side, have a go at it.
You're key forward. Be a little bit selfish.
Yep, so ball on the far side, bobbling around. This is Hudson Voigt around the corner, up and down. They come away with it, Morphett Vale, but it's just a hat kick, so it doesn't really go anywhere. I'll tell you what I've been impressed with Reynella, the amount of numbers around the ball when it goes defensively. Gee, he went around the corner when he didn't have to there, and that was Bradley Potter. We could see what he was trying to achieve. Well, he has kicked it. That was interesting. The umpire went off to the side, but, well, who am I to say? So Bradley Potter with his first, a nice goal. We'll have a look here. So the tap went back. Look at the numbers around the ball there. It comes in. Gee, he had plenty of time. He could have ran in straight. Goes around the corner. So the goal umpire sort of watches that. Then he comes back and says, well, I caught a fish this big last week.
Well, I tell you, he sent the umpire galloping there. For all money, it looked like he was going to walk between the point post and the goal post and signal with the one arm. So, but well done there. 4 individual goal scorers. And they've put a little bit of distance between themselves and the visitors here. It's now 26 points of margin on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard. We've played 19.5 minutes in the first quarter and they're away again. Here's the first gamer. Goes in long. Ball off hands. Pressure here. Earlham gets the handball out. There's going to be a quick kick that might come undone. Couldn't quite take it there in front, Lawley. But he's managed to butter up, go streaming into goal. And has missed.
Gee, he's got a good serious set of jets on him too, that young lad, Alex Lawley, as he took off. Might have been the two first games on each other there for a moment. As a lot of Morphett Vale players on this side. Number 25, Leroy Marsh, is on the wing, and he's pointing out the other side. So they do go out there. Gee, made it hard. Lang had to stand under that on debut. Stand under a huge pack that formed there, number 7. So good luck to the young man as that ball comes over. Umpire here, I think, well, Nathan Salt and Alex Kerr are our umpires. So just looking, he says, I'm going to run back there. Get out of my way, he says. And they do the backhanded ruck tap straight in under that player and second one up. So another quick ball up. Rod, playing on the ball, did you have any secret little signals? Did you have the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock
we had all
signals?
those. Yeah, we had all those, and we had Lukey Siampa back in the day. Great ruckman, very mobile, and had a couple of guys run through there. Shane Bradshaw, great midfielder, great left foot. I used to try and just get it and give it to him, and he'd make us look good.
Here's a segue, mate. Lukey Kiampa, I reckon he was at Glenelg in under 17s or 19s. I was down there in 97, 98 coaching, and well, he was the one, and came up here. And how did he play over 100 games up here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really well known, wasn't he?
Yeah,
up
a couple of BNFs, I believe, and
wow.
And Shane Bradshaw, Jace Farrier all played with him down the bay, I think, as juniors. So
and I reckon he was he might have been a lad from the southeast originally, wasn't he?
Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah.
Yeah, so great memories. I hope the lad's here today, but past players, mate.
Yep.
Any stories you're going to tell up there in the past players?
I think we'll tell a few a bit later, I suppose.
I love it. So we've been joined by Rod Smither, and of course, Premiership player. You're a Premiership player for life. 2015 Premiership player. It's an absolute pleasure to have you in as a spectacular mark there, Joel Stone. Gee whiz, we'll see if we can get a replay of that one later. Our producer, Tommy, are doing a great job. He was very well elevated. Ball on that far side coming in again. Players fly for it, and why wouldn't you? After seeing that mark, it elevates the whole team, and Matthew Stanford, he looks a good size as well down there. Here's the replay. Up it goes. Just like training. Put it up in the air, we'll have a fly. Oh, that's a nice grab. Really well done by Joel Stone.
So ball at half forward. Comes out from the congestion. Excellent pick up there from Ball. So kick goes in, it's deep, it's long, and it's a big mark taken by the big man.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Did he drop it on his boot?
What happened there? It looked like he'd taken the mark. It must have been over the boundary. We'll have a look here on the replay. Was it over the goal line?
No, he dropped it and he couldn't get his boot to it. 50. What's this?
Oh, that's a mark every day of the week, Tony.
Was it off the back of his heel as well?
I don't. Oh, well, anyway, it's dribbled through. That's a mark every day of the week. Anyway, play's gone on. It's suddenly down the other end of the ground. And there's a flying shot here from Leroy Marsh. It's bouncing. It's going deep. It's picked up and he's tackled there immediately. Damon under severe pressure. And he's going to earn himself the free kick. So well done. He was 1-on-1 and almost 1-on-2 there.
Just fantastic to, once again, I talk about the cars. Have a look at that. They're set up. Community football. Rod, what was it like back in the day, coming down every week and seeing this kind of crowd?
Yeah,
Massive.
it was awesome. Always on the outer side there. A lot of, you'd have the juniors and then the reserves, and everyone would stick around, support you. You sort of try a bit harder when the ball's over that side of the ground, I reckon. So.
All right, so Morphett Vale now coming in. Player with ball in hand. Looks like a left footer. Gets onto it. Is it there? Has it got enough? Goal umpire looks. Says that's a huge sausage roll according to the umpire. And they're on the board with their first. We'll see who that was in a moment, Vince. He won't turn around for us. Commentator's curse. Just trotting through centre forward there. But that was a nice kick on the left boot. So well done to that young man. We'll see in a minute. Oh, the runner's giving him the hug like you would not believe, and that's Braden Hardwick. He's had a bit of it as well too, so well done as we're getting into the 24.5-minute mark of the quarter. It only just got over the line, so we've seen one at one end not quite make the distance and a drop mark, and then we've seen one just get over the line, so it's a little bit of that game of inches.
That wasn't a drop mark.
Anyway, move on.
We've got to move on. Up it goes. Opening goal there to the Emus. Soccering it through the glue pot. Kicked off the ground and Hunter's taken the mark. So fortuitous, but that's where you've got to be, playing in front. He goes to the hot spot. They fly and that mark's taken.
Playing in front.
Well done to the Emus defence there. Looks like they're going to head out towards our commentary side. They do. It's a nice long kick. Off hands. Good punch there from Jack Ball. Quick kick comes in back in towards the forward 50. It might be a mark or pushing the back free kick. Probably the latter. And opportunity here for Pat Davies. He kicked a beautiful goal from the boundary line earlier. This one's in line with his first shot that he missed, but a fair bit further out. He's going to have to kick this all of probably 50.
Late in the quarter too, so might be a handy one.
So he approaches the paint. It's a bit off the side. Not going to make the distance. Going to land in the goal square. And excellent mark in defence there. Taken by Bode.
Great grab.
Yeah, goes out towards the outer side. Got a player out there. I think it's Mills Richardson there. He decides to go short. So maybe they're playing a little bit of keepings off here late in the quarter. 26 minutes here on the Adelaide Precision Glass. Scoreboard. There's a dangerous kick, I know, Tony, I know. Most dangerous kick in football, the first gamer.
Here it is. That is what happens.
Goes off his left. Got the, well done, probably on the non-preferred. And mark has been taken by Borholm.
So you know, Vince, we've played and coached together. I used to draw that square on the board all around that centre back area. Do not kick into that area. Get it all the way across. Do not kick into this area because this is what can happen.
Just quietly. First game. How good was that kick on the left there?
Sensational.
So kick comes in and that's gone to the near side. So no score there to Borholm.
So we'd like to thank Rod Smitherin, 2015 Premiership player. Fantastic to get you in, Rod. Thank you very much for your insight. Our score at quarter time, 4 goals 6 to 1 goals 1. We will take a short break. Welcome back, folks. A big game down here at Reynella Oval, and I can tell you it is an absolutely huge crowd out here today. It's got a country feel about it. My name is Tony Neal, and joining me is Vince Cosme. And Vince, 4-6 goal, 4-6-30 to Reynella, Morphett Vale 1-1-7. A couple of shots on goal there that didn't quite make it, and of course they scored 15-23 last week. They need to just tidy up the goal scoring a little bit. They are pushing very hard. They're second top on the ladder, but you know, a couple of little things like that you can tidy up on, and you'll be really pushing for that top position. Take us through goal scorers and better players for Reynella, first of all, please.
Yeah, so 4 individual goal scorers so far. We've got Stone in the 5th minute, Davies in the 11th minute, Borholm in the 15th, and Potter in the 19th minute were the 4 goal scorers for the home side, and Hartwick with that good long left foot was the last goal of the quarter. So, interestingly enough, the opening point went to Morphett Vale, and then all of Reynella's score of 4-6-30 was then scored before they managed to score that late goal there. Better players. I thought Borholm was really good. We talked a bit about his work around the ground, but then he went forward and provided a presence there. I thought Reid was really good across half-back, mopped up a couple of times and provided some good link-up play. And Davies, a bit of a live wire in the forward line, was impressed with what he did. For the Emus, Hartwick was really good, called him quite a few times. Plus, of course, he is their lone goal scorer. And Scott Carpenter with the long sleeves, we saw him do quite a good bit of work. And I was impressed with Leroy Marsh up and around the wing on this side of the ground. He provided a good bit of link up for them.
Yeah, just on that, for the season, Brian Gill has been in the best 5 from 8 games. We haven't seen him much yet, number 2. Aidan Baker, 4 from 10. So he was up 40. He looked all right there. Just that one blemish when he did do that short kick across goal, but that also happened down the other end when one of the players went across the half-back line. Obviously, down in the forward line, it only goes out to the half-back line. When it's down the other end of the ground, it costs you a goal. Pretty costly there. So a couple of little mistakes coming in. But then also Connor Locke has been in their best 4 times out of 10. And haven't seen a lot of him just at the moment. Number 10 for Morphett Vale. So joining us today is Brett Simmons, the former B-grade captain at Reynella. So first of all, welcome, Brett.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And mate, you can give us a bit of insight on how things going at the past players. First of all, I suggest a couple of frothies going down.
There's a few cold ones down there, a few short stories.
Yep, you're doing all right, mate. You're on the water.
I thought I'd just make sure I spoke nice and clear, keep the throat nice and lubed up.
All right, Vince, take us to the game, mate.
So game's on, and ball's in the forward pocket here for the Wine Flies. So opening 30 seconds. Umpire's going to come in. So stoppage here. Big Shermer. Takes it out of the ruck. What's he going to do? Slams it on the left. It's going to go into the goal square. It's a 2-on-1. Good punch. Defensive punch there. That's going to end up rolling over the boundary line eventually. Right in front of where the past players all would be gathering there. So maybe they would have provided a little bit of advice.
Yeah, so Brett, how long did you play down here, mate? You were captain of the B grade as well?
Probably 9-10 years. I had a bit of a spell from juniors through to seniors, a bit of a spell, play other sports, and come back, gave a good 9-10 years service, played 100 odd games, and enjoyed my time down here. It was a strong period. The club had a lot of success during that period, so it was a good time to be part of it.
And also, mate, you get along to most games, do you, or you just come for the past players' days? What do you do?
Get to a few, because a lot of the lads we're mates with still involved, coaching or helping out in some manner. But should get to more, but get to a few.
So ball just popping out there.
Yep, so we're just back inside the forward 50. Race is on. Excellent pick up there by Gill. Decides to go out wide there. He's looking for Carpenter in the long sleeves. Might be beaten to it there by Reid. Ends up beating both of them over the boundary line though.
Almost went player first there, the Reynella player on that as that ball came over and just clapping there. So good culture around the place. A little bit of hand slapping there. Brian Gill be instrumental in around this ball. As we said, 5 times in the best players from 10 games. But beaten there just over the back there, Mills Richardson. But Reynella go forward again now. Oh, player, was he scragged? He was. A little bit of telescopic arms and a bit of scragging there. And, well, this will be Luke Cooper. Just going back, having a shot on goal. You see that? Just the body work there. It didn't come out very far, though. The quick kick came in. The advantage of playing in front. Well, he was scragged there. So Cooper, far side. Not much wind at the moment. What's it like outside there, Brett? Not much wind?
It was a bit earlier from the south, but it seems to have backed off now. The flags are looking pretty limp.
He's got hold of that. Just offline. Umpire pats the arm and through for 1 point. Any advantage to either end at the moment, do you think, down there, Brett? You would know this game, this ground intimately.
Well, it was, I reckon, the first quarter was definitely towards the Reynella kick too, but looks to have dropped right off now, so yeah.
So Brian Gill with ball in hand. He does look inside. Umpire now calls play on. So this is the dangerous kick, unless he can get it across. That's a lot better because it's across the other side. And, well, Carpenter again playing a very, very good game on that half back line. Oh, don't go there, son. Goes out to the outside. Had the coaching hat on for 2 seconds there, but, boy, that was dangerous as it bobbles around. They get a ball in. So what position did you play, Brett?
Mainly full back, half back, but a bit of everywhere.
Oh, there's a man after my own
Sometimes
heart,
if, throw me in the ruck for a bit of a pinch hit or something. But
yeah. All right, we'll just have a look at the play for a moment.
So, yeah, the tap down by Big Borholm. Comes in towards forward 50, races on. McGuinness is going to be the first one there. Goes with the handball, but it's intercepted well by Locke. He's tackled immediately. And not legally, according to the umpire.
So Connor Locke probably needs to get into the game a little bit more. He's beaten the best players 4 out of 10. So
Zach Carpenter's kick has been chopped off there. Now it's coming straight back inside 450. Oh, raffle it off here. There's probably about 3 of them. And it's going to be Davies again.
Well, he's missed one, kicked one, and he's going to have another shot.
So this is probably his 4th effort here. I think we have one just fall short as well. So
I just can't. Sorry, Vince.
Yeah, they just can't get it out. Yeah. So he's decided to go short though. He's got someone on in the pocket. Good kick. It's going to be a tight angle, but much closer. Might have been on his limit there again, Davies. Might have learnt from that kick that fell short from 50. So this will be Dylan Rosa.
So the modern day footballer, Brett, back in our day, we wouldn't have put the ball into the pocket. You just get told to kick it straight in, and for us backmen, you just come in and defend. We'll just watch this shot first.
Yeah, so Rosa coming in. Tight angle. So it's just a question of accuracy here. He's just popped it up. It's not quite going to make a difference. I think it's touched off hands. It is. And through for a minor score.
So just, coming back to you, Brett, back in our day, very rarely would you go into that pocket, but the modern day footballer, they use the whole 50.
They like the short stuff, don't they? But you would have gone to the top of the square, would have just charged through with a big power fist. But yeah, they love love using the short stuff these days, keeping the ball in hand.
So Gill just points down the track. This is where they're having trouble. They can move it around the 50. Please don't kick it inside again because it's come undone twice. They now go long down the wing, which Reynella would want you to be doing because it creates a 50-50. Out the other side now. Player leading for that. He was running the wrong way there, Brodie Doman, so he had to go. Did elect to go towards the boundary, which gives a throw-in. The danger, of course, if you get that ball and you come inside, you'd want to be hoping that the rest of the players down the back line are running for you, Mark, because that's a dangerous kick. If you get the possession there, you've got to hit a target, don't you, really? Or bomb it. So ball comes in. Oh, player chicken wing there. Of course, in our game, everyone's got a different adjudication of it. AFL, Sample, I've been over in Western Australia recently, the Waffle, so they've all got different adjudications of it. Here, we let it go, and we didn't hear one whimper from the crowd. So, well adjudicated. And, well, we see a turnover here to Morphett Vale. They load up again. They need to get a passage of play. Dangerous kick again, chopped off. Bradley Potter runs on.
So Potter's kick inside forward 50. Looking for the ruck, but fantastic. One-arm mark. It's been taken there by Shermer. So used one arm to fend and one arm there to absolutely swallow that ball. Have a look at this. Here comes the kick here from Potter. Fends off with one, says thank you very much with the other one, and must finish off and reward that effort with a goal here. So question of accuracy, directly in front, only about 20, 25 metres out. In he comes, deserves a goal, and is a goal.
Well, interesting there, Vince. He took that with his left arm, and I was going to say, a bit tongue-in-cheek too, I hope he's a left footer or a left armer because that's his strong side. So talk about playing the strengths and a very good mark. And not much a backman, Brett, not much a backman can do about that when it comes in cleanly like that and to the advantage of the player.
That's it. The big fella just use the body and can't do much about it, can you?
No, exactly right. So nice goal there to Shermer. Interesting, Vince, all single goal scorers so far with Davies, Stone, Borholm, Potter and Shermer.
Yes, 5 individual goal scorers. And up it goes once again. Borholm gets the tap down. Ball's in the glue pots. Picked up. Quick kick comes out. Diving there is McGuinness. He's going to need some serious laundry after that.
You mentioned glue pot. The whole ground used to be a glue pot, so this is looking pretty good today. From all the rain we've had, it's looking
absolutely
pretty good.
It's in very, very good condition. Umpire wisely goes back out to the outer side to facilitate this stoppage.
Clean the ball off.
And away we go again. Borholm taps it down. Ball hits the ground. A lot of players around this ball. Don't think it's coming out of there. We'll try again. Third time lucky. Let's see if we can get the ball moving one way or the other. Oh, big high fly that time by Bo. Does get his hand on it. Borholm goes with a quick handball. Might be intercepted here. Ball hits the ground again. Can't do much with it there, Del Santo. But now there's going to be a long kick and it's going to go towards the Emus forward. Oh, big fly there from Hendrick from about 3 deep, but numbers there with the wine flies, and the ball's now coming down. Here's Stone, turns around, inside 50, one-on-one, and good punch from behind. Ball goes out of bounds at the intersection of the boundary and the forward 50.
Just very quick movement there, Brett, by Reynella, so very good team structure at the moment, and they seem to be running on top of the ground. The extra day off maybe that's helped, but yeah, they seem to be really linking up and moving that ball quickly.
I think that's the game plan of big Brendan McKay. Yeah, keep the ball in hand, move it quickly. Let the little blokes do their job.
And it is a bit about that game plan. Doesn't matter who you play as that ball comes back in high in towards Borholm. He doesn't quite grab it. Morphett Vale out over the top with a handball. Players under pressure. This is where they come unstuck around this 50, just outside 50 metre area. They can't get that next one on, or player taken high. He fell to knees early, and that's Gill. He's had a very industrious quarter. Sorry, it's not Gill this time. 2-2s. That's Jack Del Santo. Comes out towards Mills Richardson. Like to see him get around a bit more and perhaps help out in the packs and so on. He gets that really close to the boundary. In fact, that is over the... Yeah, but just in this contest, it's going to come back in. He's a good size, but you see Balin Marshman up the ground here as well for Reynella. But if you can read this, as that ball's gone under the fence and probably into someone's boot. Brand new Sharon, over $100. Buy that tomorrow on Marketplace for about $53, I reckon. Oh, it's back in play. What they used to do in the old days, Vince, you'd take an old footy to the footy. The new footy would come into the crowd behind the goals. You'd chuck the old footy back and you've got a brand new footy.
Thank you.
As it comes in now, this is Connor Gilby. So that was a free kick. I think he got jumped on. Oh, taken heavily there was Robert Schindler-Taylor. So I think that free kick came from an attempted mark as it got close to the boundary line. Ball goes up, squatted down. Look how many are around this, but player puts the Jets on, runs away very impressively, gets it into the middle of the ground, comes back now through Dylan Miller, kicks a high kick, up they go. And that's a full ball punch straight over the boundary line there. And once again, I say the atmosphere down here, Brett, fantastic with all the players, supporters in the back of the cars. Have a look at them over there. Just must be great playing footy down here.
Well, it's always got a big crowd, this standalone Sunday fixture, the traditional rivals. So, yeah, it's always got a big crowd. They love it. What else do you do on a Sunday, Arvo? Come down, have a frothy, watch a bit of footy.
Oh, I'm hearing you. Oh, big strong tackle there. And the thing I've been impressed with, Vince, you see the amount of Reynella players around that ball. Look, there's 4 or 5 of them. Now the Morphett Vale players, there always seems to be more Reynella players. I think fitness is a very big factor as well as structure.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there by Damon. Up it goes. Can't quite get his hands on it there, Schindler Taylor. There's a quick kick out. Ball on the ground again. Good effort there by the young player, Voigt. The handball now comes towards it. Oh, it's going to be cut off. No, not quite cut off by Miller. He's dropped it now. It's back and we have Stacks on the mill.
Just have a look at number 17, Hudson Voigt. We've been told he's 16 years old. There he is in the back of play. Look at the size of that lad at 16. I wasn't that size at 21. And he holds himself up there. He's just in the back of that pack as well. But he's had a few really telling possessions in this game. He's playing his role and playing it very well. And seems well balanced. He's almost a bit Dacos-like. He's got the long body and the lower centre of gravity. But, geez, he gets around. Look at him here up the ground again as they go forward, Reynella. They just go laterally. A lot of running off the back line and reward the back line players. It's Liam Reid. Mentioned earlier, Vince, he's having a good game. He's going to get this back. 1-2 handball. Now it does go in short. And Dylan Rosa again going to have another shot on goal. But, gee, that structure, you see it here. Teamwork. 1-2. Let the back man get it. Picks it up. Gives that little handball. Gets it back quickly. And this kick here wasn't just a bomb into the forward line. Just precision there. 15.1 metres.
Good shepherd there from Lawley set that up.
So Rosa comes in. Very close, big pack. Is it over? Oh, last minute tap over there. And, 14, 15 minutes in. This is where I start to look at body language of the opposition and will there be hands on hips? Will heads be dropping at the moment? They're up and about, so that's a good sign. 2-on-1 here. Gee, the one almost takes it. And that's the lad I was talking about. That player's tackled there. So Mills Richardson, he's just here on the wing. He's the one I think that maybe can lift him if he can crunch a few packs and get it in. They go long towards his direction now. He's over the back. Gee, it's all Reynella this way, that way. Jack Ball. Handball's back inside, which he's allowed to do. They go across through Reid, having an outstanding game. Kicks to a 50-50 and dangerous player in Scott Carpenter there. He's a very clever player. Gets it out to the Morphett Vale advantage. Then Hartwig is caught dropping the ball. So they get that first one, Vince. They can't quite get that next one along.
Are just unable to string together enough disposals at the moment to get themselves into a dangerous position. So kick comes out towards centre wing. It's a good kick. Good lead there by Marshman. Feeds it off. Now the kick's going to go inside forward 50. It's a one-on-one again. Can't quite take it there, Borholm. Butters up, second effort. Or is that maybe over the back there to Rosa? Umpire didn't see it. But here comes, it looks like that's Voigt there. He's kicking. He's going to go long. It's going to go strong. And he's got the worst bounce of all time. And it's true for a minor score. They would have been all around him. Deary me.
Backflip.
5 goals, 10.
So Dorhurst now comes out. You recover, I'll call. Dorhurst gets it into the middle. The don't argue comes from Schindler Taylor. Where to next for Brian Gill? Down forward, playing in front, Reynella. Over the back. The man with the left foot has kicked the goal, and that is Braden Hartwig from one end to the other super quickly by the Morphett Vale team. And on the back of that disappointment for Hudson Voigt comes a very quick answer and good play by Schindler Taylor. He now comes off and has a rest, and Jack Del Santo comes on.
And amazingly, Hartwig is our first multiple goal kicker in the game.
Oh, there we have it.
So well done there. That's a classic 12-point turnaround there.
Well, we all had it ready, didn't we, Vince, for Hudson Voigt? We were all just about to erupt for the young man, and like you said, the ball just bounced back, and That's Australian rules football ground, bathed in sunshine as we speak. But don't get too excited. I think our cameraman up top, James Patzel, is wearing a singlet today. Very excited about the sun coming out as that ball goes up in the glue pot.
Yeah, so Sherman gets the tap down. Here they go again to try and get a quick reply. It's going to bounce straight over Locke's head. It's picked up there well by Patworth. The other kick comes inside forward 50. Is the mark going to be taken? 2 goes at it. Couldn't quite get it. Semple. He's given it off. Here he is. That little live wire up forward, Pat Davies. And now suddenly we do have a multiple goal kicker on each side, Tony.
So well done by Davies, and a quick answer by Reynella, and across the Brett there. When the opposition gets a goal, it's important to get that one back just to nullify their enthusiasm, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Can kill off the, like you said, the enthusiasm straight away. They might have been a bit up and about after that, but little sample there. The old arthritis might have kicked in there, dropped that pretty easy mark, but yeah, it was a good crumbing goal, and yeah, you're right though. It just kills off any bit of lift they might have had.
And I've liked, you can see number 13 in the middle there, Samuel Whitbread's last few minutes. He's been industrious in there, really working hard up against Orshorst there. So just watch for him, number 13. Always interested now, do they man up? Are they a Morphett Vale playing against Reynella's game plan, a Morphett Vale playing their game plan and Reynella are manning up? Or is it just a 0-all nullify? Because that tap comes down. He's playing in the middle now, Voigt, and you can see why. Oh, soccer off the ground in the mud there. Player with a sense of theatre there puts it back in the mud. Bang on that left boot like an under 10 player. Just banged it on his boot. Not so effective. And Liam Reid marks and goes across that back line again. They persist with it because it works. Here he is. I reckon this is Whitbread, perhaps. Bit hard to see the numbers out wide. Maybe not. Off the half back line. That's a high kick though down the wing. Player in front gets it anyway. Is that Marshman? Starting to take a few marks. He's a big, tall lad. Just places it on the boot. One step. Oh, having to dive made him work there. Kellen Semple. And that's what we used to say at training. Dive and make me look good when you did a poor kick. It might have been Sherman that kicked it. Not sure, they look similar. Ball comes in there. Long kick over the top. This time, that is Marshman. He turns quickly on the boot. In it comes Borman. Voigt's at the feet. 23 there is Bradley Potter, and he has snavelled a second goal as well, and that was very quick. As that ball came in, Big Borehome couldn't quite. Watch it here. There's a good mark.
Just notice some of the basics here. The Emu players are running past the contest here. The Reynella guys stop front and centre and get the reward there. A couple of times the Emus players run past the contest.
Something we practice at training, isn't it? It's like treading water. Wait till you see what's going to happen with the ball. You can't just automatically take off. I know some AFL teams say get 6 in front of the ball and that, hoping that our teammates are going to get it. But in that situation, especially if you're behind on the scoreboard, just stand in front of your player and block.
Exactly, yeah.
If you act first, then the opposition reacts. As just adjusting our brightness there. Good work. Up and down. Coming out again. Running well. Gee, Reynella player takes off. Did he go too far? He did. And gets pointed to go back very quickly. Go back into the back line, Alex Lawley. You're getting a bit excited, son. So his teammates point him back down there. And once again, Scott Carpenter. It's the kick from here, Vince, I keep saying, around that 50-metre mark. And then if you pop it in the air, you're going to give it to the opposition, which he does do. He pops it in the air. You'd want to hope that you've got a strong mark out there. The Reynella numbers again, but Morphett Vale come forward this time. Good play. It's up and down. Anyone's ball, just swatted towards the boundary. Support doesn't really come, so it's a dangerous kick across goals. Boy, oh boy, having to work hard there. Joel Stone couldn't quite. Look at the numbers. Their backup and their numbers have been exemplary today. So this time it looks like Morphett Vale are going to get the ball. Just bobbling around. And, well, another ball up on the wing.
Centre wing here. Just near the interchange area. Umpire takes it a little bit further away from the boundary line. So Neither ruckman able to get it down there. Probably Shermer had the best of it. Kick goes in towards forward 50. Up high to take it, Copley, then tackled. And we will have another stoppage. Dangerous position here for Morphett Vale.
Fantastic to get some guests in on Past Players Day down here at Reynella. Very well respected. We've had Rod Smitheram in, and of course Brett Simmons is in with us in this second quarter as Morphett Vale go forward again, but numbers by Reynella. Brett, being a backman, how have you seen the backline set up and the run off the backline by the Reynella players?
Yeah, they work well together down there, led by Daniel Whitaker, and you're right there. I think it's part of the game plan to run and carry, and they seem to have the skills to pull it off, Reynella, so it looks, they do it well.
He's just going to have a look at this replay. Have a look, another good mark taken there in the forward line. So the kick's going to come in high.
Towering mark.
Yeah, excellent mark taken. So, Del Santo. Is that a good game, Del Santo?
Yep, been around it.
In he comes, on the left, casual as you like. Umpire does a little bit, but doesn't do enough to not warrant that going through for a major score. So well done there to Jack Del Santo.
Jack Del Santo, fantastic.
He becomes the second goal scorer for the Emus. They go to 3-1, trailing the Wine Flies 7-10 on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard.
And a nice mark. It's important for the forward line if you get that ball forward, of course, to see it finished off like that. Brett, like you do all the hard work down the back line, you get it forward, you don't want to see it come straight back out again.
To get it in quick, give the big fellas a chance, and get the rewards.
So up it goes once again. Tapped down that time by Shermer. Picked up by Carpenter, having an influence. Just got that one away. Here's Voigt. Evades the tackler in Earlham. Earlham goes back after him again, but he gets the ball in towards a 2-on-2 mark. Not quite taken. Pressure here. A lot of pressure there on Marsh. Tackles applied. Umpire says, give it to me. So very dangerous spot here. Again, looking for a very, very quick reply here is the home side. Once again, tapped by Bode. Handball comes out of the pack. A lot of players there still under a lot of pressure.
Just a bit of insight. That's the Brendan McKay pocket, and the opposite pocket is the Brendan McKay pocket. In fact, all the pockets are Brendan McKay pockets. Just ask him, he'll tell you.
So we're in the Brendan McKay pocket here. Tapped down again by Bode. Voigt gets the handball to Stanford. Maybe it wasn't a handball. So, relieving kick to come out of deep in defence. Nice long kick. Coming up almost right in front of our commentary position. Mills Richardson flew from 3 deep, got hands on it. But Patworth playing front and centre, as you should, and then was tackled immediately. Little tap out here, Stone. Stone just pops it up. Can someone take a mark? Yes, they can. But it's actually Michael Smith, the co-captain, that has got the ball in his hands, and he will launch from deep. Going to get the ball outside 50. Prime position here. Couldn't quite take it. Shermer off hands. Well read by Ball. He gets the kick inside forward 50. It's a good kick. And now they'll get an opportunity here to increase that lead. So just have a look here again. Shermer, 2 hands on it. Well read there by Ball. Gets the kick into the hot spot. True centre half forward. Good mark taken by Marshman. He'll come in from directly in front. Just a question of accuracy. Let's watch the goal umpire. He's skirting late. And it's off to the far side. So another minor score. So plagued again, Brett, by this inaccurate goal kicking like last week.
They're peppering away, but yeah, there is still a bit of breeze out there. Give them a bit of leeway, I reckon. Might be a bit of mud in the ball. Yeah. Make a few excuses for them.
Brendan McKeown would be happy though. 18 scoring shots to 4. But again, their inaccuracy unlikely to cost them in this game. Certainly the way it's being played at the moment. As the half-time siren goes. So, Adelaide Precision Glass providing unique and beautiful glass solutions. Scoreboard at half-time. Reynella 7-11-53 leading Morphett Vale 3-1-19. 28 inside 50s for 18 scoring shots. So good efficiency there from the home side. Players just coming off the ground at the moment. We're going to go to a short break. You can hear from our broadcast sponsors today. Our major broadcast sponsor, True Blue Driving School. Our game day broadcast sponsors, the Crown Inn, Old Reynella and Pro Build Australia. And this stream is brought to you by Dartfish Sports Interactive and Filming Footy. We'll be back shortly for the second half here from Reynella Oval.
It's a pleasure to be joined by the Reynella coach, Brendan McKeown. First of all, Brendan, how have you seen the positives in the first half? 28 forward entries.
Yeah, look, the ball movement inside our forward 50 has been reasonably clean. Would have liked a little bit more scoreboard pressure. 7-11 is probably not quite the level we'd like, but I'm reasonably happy with the dominance we have around the ball and the entries in. We've just got to put that scoreboard pressure on.
And just that little bit on the points, a lot of points last week, and as you said, the points to goal ratio, a little bit of a chat around that at half time, do you think?
It'll be the first thing mentioned. Yeah.
All right, quickly, mate, the backline system as well. How have you seen the backline working well? And the run today, the amount of numbers around the ball, fantastic.
Yeah, no, very happy with the back six. Part of our style is the overlap handball and running from behind, so the boys in our back six are certainly doing that job for us today.
All right, Brendan, thanks very much for you get back into those rooms, mate. Thanks very much. And, well, folks, fantastic to get a bit of intel on the Reynella team from the coach at half time. We'll go back to central commentary position. Welcome back, folks, to beautiful Reynella Oval on a Sunday afternoon, round 11 in the Southern Football League, and Reynella leads 7 goals, 11-53. Morphett Vale 3 goals, 1. 19. Reynella kicked 4-6 in that first quarter and 3-5 in the second quarter. Tony Neal joining me is Vince Cosme. Vince, some of the goal scorers and better players for both teams, please.
Yes, so we've got 5 goal scorers here for Reynella. We've got a couple of players that have got a pair. That'll be Davies and Potter with 2 each, singles to... Sorry, 3 players. And Davies and Potter Davies and Potter with 2 each, and 3 players as singles. That'll be Stone, Borholm and Shermer. And 2 goals to Braden Hartwig for the Emus, and then a late goal. The last goal of the half was kicked by Nick Del Santos. So 7 goals to 3 here on Little Heroes Round 11, Sunday game here at Reynella. Some of the players that we've been impressed with, firstly for the home side, I think Reed's been really good, mopping up across the back line. I must say, debut game there for Hudson Voigt, and his second quarter was excellent. He got the worst bounce of all time. Could have kicked his first A-grade goal. Unfortunately for Reynella, the ball then went straight down the other end, and Hartwig was able to score a goal out of that, but he was been really good.
Yeah, Voigt has been good. We said that low centre of gravity. He's a great size, very athletic, keeps his feet, and you see him in around on ball. So obviously they rate him very highly, because to put him on ball in an A-grade game, it's fantastic. But he's doing his job, Vince, and he's playing his role. But as is Liam Reed, he's had a sensational game. Of course, our best player on the day wins the Dartfish beanie and thongs. The beanie, of course, a bit of a cult hero status now with the Dartfish beanie, to wear that around. And, of course, the Archie thongs might not be the best day to wear them out here in the mud and wet, but get them in the shower and get home and wear them around the house, and you'll sleep in them, I guarantee you. Go across to our better players on the day, Vince.
Yeah, so for the Emus, I thought Brian Gill really came into the game in that second quarter, set up a lot of play through across half-back and through the middle. Connor Locke got busy in that quarter, which is good. Carpenter had another good quarter, probably been their best player. That's Scott Carpenter over the 2 quarters so far.
Yeah, he's really been industrious for them. Liked him. Del Santo, of course, we saw that towering mark, and straightened up and kicked the goal. But we don't know where their goals are going to come from. We alluded to this earlier. Blake Carter, 25 from 10 games, and Stanley Tipilura, 13 from 10 games. Both players missing. Where are their goals going to be manufactured from?
Yeah, so they've had Aidan Baker, who was a good presence early, but not really sighted in that second quarter. But Hartwig playing his roles, kick 2, but they're going to need quite a few more if they're to get themselves back into this game. Umpire holds the ball aloft, and Tony Neal to kick us off in the second half.
Well, Borholm it is. Up he goes. Nice tap forward by the Morphett Vale player there, but streaming out of the back line, Alex Lawley. He's tried this a couple of times. He's got a serious set of jets. He runs wide, doesn't get it back, not on it. High kick into that forward line here for Reynella. Off hands, anyone's ball. Go in and get it, boys, they go. Reynella player just fumbles that forward. Out it comes. Borholm now steers it out to left. Gee, Reed's a long way down. Is this Voigt's first goal in senior football? No, it is not. He is knocked about there, but it could be a team play. But look at him. He's attracted 3 players there. The big fella, Tom Shermer. And unfortunately, Hudson Voigt, he's having a couple of goes at it, and he can't get that first goal. It may still happen early in the third quarter.
Out it comes now towards half-back. Pack's going to fly. A couple of players up high.
Nice, great.
Really good mark there from Mills Richardson. He decides to go down the wing. Couldn't quite get to it there, Whittaker. Now it's picked up well by Ball. Decides to go short. Was it just to Voigt over the boundary line?
Big call, Vince, but he is very much Dacos-like. When you look at him, just the way he moves, there he is, just the way he moves, and that, I keep saying, that lower centre of gravity. He's a good size and very athletic. I hope he's got a great future ahead of him. If it's not here at Reynella, it may even be higher up, because he looks a very good player.
And wearing the right...
No.
Well, if you're going to make that call, at least he's got the right attire on. Up it goes. Tap down there by the big man Borholm. Ball comes out here to Gill, tackled immediately, and holding the ball.
Gee, they've been
pretty
strong
hot.
and aggressive.
Yeah.
Strong and aggressive. That's Samuel Whitbread, who I mentioned last quarter, really came into it. So he now just doesn't quite hit that right and kicks it straight to Schindler Taylor, as if on a lead. Schindler Taylor, he got caught here earlier in the game, so they're trying to look diagonal. He has got a player there, number 17, Daniel Bode, in the middle. Couldn't quite. That's what I wanted to see from the big fella. This I keep calling for Mills Richardson. I think this is the type of game he can play. Lead at the ball, give him a presence. Geez, he pops that high in the air, and that is to Daniel Bode this time. So they had to wait third play. Bode with it in the middle, so a couple of patterns of play, and waiting for it again. Couldn't get it, was Mills Richardson, so out to Carpenter.
Yeah, Carpenter on true centre wing.
They've gone
Broadcast side.
5 metres they've gone forward.
He decides to load up. Gets it to just inside 50. 2 players there to punch, but sharked well there by Hendrick. Goes to a one-on-one. Opportunity here. The handball comes out. The kick from Gilby has missed to the near side. Opening score in the third quarter is a behind to the visitors.
You could see what he was trying to achieve there and just couldn't quite get that ball to boot quick enough, but a great attempt. So Reynella player, gee, that's an old-fashioned kick in because he just used the square and that was it. Gee, Reed has had so much of it. He attracts a crowd. Carpenter being one of those. Scott Carpenter, 26 there. And Max Sampson just pulling the wedgie out as the umpire says, I'm going back. Go for the ball. Ball home. Beautiful tap. 1-2 set play. Oh, bang! Big collision on centre wing there. Handball comes over now. Geez, he just swats them off there, does Voigt. Geez, he kicks that high and gives the opposition a chance. They stream through the middle, taking a bounce. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Morphett Vale go forward with a nice kick. Just offline though, boy oh boy, and Voigt just couldn't quite get that. Yeah, couldn't quite get that kick to hit. And Morphett Vale just, we talk about moments, Vince, and they show glimpses and moments that are real highlights, and then it just drops away again because of the quality of the Reynella team. So fullback puts his hand up and then kicks short to the pocket. Every team will give you that one. It's what happens next.
What is going to happen next? So ball deep in the pocket, spotted someone up. Oh, gee, that's a beautiful vision kick there to Whittaker. He's going to go wide. Ball going to let the ball bounce. Breaks around one here, Hunter. Feeds off the handball. Does he get it back? No. McGuinness decides to go inside. Spots up a player. Good kick. They're moving the ball well here. So here's the live wire in the forward line. Pat Davies. He goes towards true centre forward. Punch from behind. Numbers there with the Emus. They're able to get it out. Locke decides with a wide handball to get it over there to Lang. Lang, the first gamer. It's going to be kicked off the ground here. Intercepted. And there's Davies once again.
So good pressure there. It's either physical pressure or it's visual pressure, and it was visual on that occasion, and they popped it up straight to the Reynella team. The other pressure, of course, is verbal. You can get a bit of sledging or just talking out there, and fatigue, of course, comes in. The scoreboard comes in. So pressure can come in 5 or 6 ways. But I've been impressed with Reinella's efforts there, where the opposition have got the ball and they get it back off them pretty much within 1 kick or so. So throw in now, half forward line. Borholm protects the area where the ball's going to drop. Reynella player comes in, he tracks 2 or 3 to him. But we have seen a bit of this today with the Morphett Vale players. They get attracted to the ball. I know you've got a ball hunt, but also be aware of what's going on around you, maybe 10, 15 metres away. You don't need 4 players going in where maybe 2 can do the work. As that ball comes out to Gill. Good second quarter from Gill. Comes again. Another turnover. Wow, Reed again. He plays between the 50s, Vince. He's not just backline. He comes right up the ground, plays between the 50s, and industrious there. And we see the free kick here to Brodie Damon.
So Damon's kick inside forward 50, goes the top over the pack, but umpire may have called for an infringement there. Is that going to go to Stanford? I've liked the way Stanford has attacked the ball and flown for a couple of marks. We're just going to have a look here with Damon's kick. So just going to see if there was a bit of an infringement from behind. Umpire was square on there. Must have been hands in the back. So Stanford with the opportunity here, open his account.
Good size, Vince.
Yep,
Good
he's
size. Long way from hand to foot.
going to be kicking from just inside the 50. Transverses the paint, has a look. Nice high kick. Is it going to hold its line enough? I think that's going to be 2 hands from the umpire. It is. So opening goal of the third quarter. There goes to Matthew Stanford.
7
and
minutes.
on the Adelaide Precision Glass, providing unique and beautiful glass solutions scoreboard, it's 59-21.
So our major broadcast sponsor, True Blue Driving School, and of course our broadcast sponsors, Crown Inn Old Reynella, open every day with bistro, sports bar, bottle shop and gaming. Remember, gamble responsibly, along with function facilities for your next special occasion. Ball back in the middle.
So we've just had a question from Jack in Yarrawonga. Wants to know if we know how many disposals Reed has had. He's killing the opposition. Well, he is killing the opposition. I reckon he'd be probably almost up to 20.
I can find out for you, Vince. Hopefully, if the Reynella stats man is taking individual stats.
Well, you go and see what you can find out. I'll keep going here, but as Bornholm gets it down. Ball's just paddled forward. Tackle's applied. Is that coming out? No, it's not. We'll have a secondary stoppage. Davies, again, industrious in and around the forward line. Neither ruckman able to get to that one. And we'll rinse and repeat here. 8.5 minutes played in the third quarter. That time Bornholm gets it down beautifully. Now the kick's going to come inside forward 50. But leading the race there, Morphett Vale, and they will quickly clear out towards centre wing. But here's the man in question. It's a disposal number 44, I reckon. That's what he's wearing. Number 44. That's a beautiful kick towards true centre half forward. Potter's got it. He decides to look short. Oh, fantastic spoil from behind. Emus with the numbers here, but they're going to be tackled. And umpires coming in, yes. So Toby Earlam's going to hand the ball back. We'll have a ball up here. True centre half forward here for Reynella. Threatening once again. Bornholm gets it down. It eludes everyone. Now it's picked up in the forward line. As umpire, what's he going to call here? He's actually maybe calling a sling. So Lawley's got it. It's probably too far out. Standing inside the centre square. Alex Lawley just pops it up to the hot spot. Pack's going to fly. Big punch from behind. Well played front and centre. And the ball is going to come out to the pocket. Short kick. And they're trying to work the ball out, Reynella. They've been able to do that to get it to the back. Then they try and bite off the dangerous kick. Is it going to work this time? I think it is. That's a good mark taken there by Lang, the first game. An excellent mark. Decides to go out wide. Oh, clean bowled there, Mills Richardson. That's the second worst bounce of the day, Tony.
Well, Vince, we don't want to make a rod for our own back, but we do appreciate all the calls coming in. And I happen to know this person. This is a cheerio from John from Geraldton. He's been listening to the call, boys, clear and concise and loving it. So we thank you and appreciate the feedback, John. He's a fantastic man. And, well, all that way, we cover all of the world. We cover all of Australia. And as you can see, Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria, Queensland, Tasmania, Northern Territory, and New South Wales. Vince whispers as that ball goes up and down. Around it comes. Could we see a second ball up? Reynella in the clear. Tackled immediately by Connor Malloy. And Jill from Reynella, first time caller. And, well, Jill has asked, is there any chance we could have the game called every week? If only, Jill. We'll see if we can satisfy you down the track. But at this point, enjoy today's call. And thank you very much for your messages. Let's get back to the game, Vince. I love hearing from all our special people. John up there at Geraldton. I bet you it's warm up there in Queensland. Western Australia, that is. Get me geography right. But look at the sun out here. Beautiful Reynella.
Yeah, sun's out, guns out. Probably not as much as what there probably would be in Geraldton. But umpire's going to come in. Right on centre wing here, broadcast side, just inside the centre square. Well taken there by Copley, but he's going absolutely nowhere. So just a number of stoppages all happening here.
And of course, we can't do this without our major broadcast sponsor, True Blue Driving School, offering a wide range of services to cater to the needs of drivers young or old.
So Bode gets a free kick here. He's just pulled up a bit of a sore arm, but he's nothing wrong with his leg. Gets it up towards a 50.
Ooh, ragdolled.
Ragdolled, and that's then over the boundary line. Very Samuel Whitbread there, just exchanging pleasantries. Hello, my name's Samuel.
Well, Samuel and Aidan Baker, they'd like to see him. He'd like to come in a bit vigorous there after the whistle was blown, but give us a bit up forward, mate, if you can, as that ball's up and down. He's very deep. Maybe bring him out to centre half forward, and he looks a tough-looking character. He might be able to just split open Reynella a little bit in regards to the physicality and get the ball down further for them, as that ball just goes. That's 80 metres, 40 up and 40 down by Scott Carpenter. Reynella players over the top, they run. Look at that Shepherd, that's old-fashioned there. Great to see Bradley Potter, he goes forward. A little bit of one-on-one, or is it two-on-two? Ball just stops and attracting a crowd. And Morphett Vale at times, as I say, the winning moments just to hold that ball in there. Umpire says, I'm going to run backwards here. The ruckman can't quite get there for Morphett Vale. So Sherman went up on his own. Handball over now. In a bit of trouble, the Morphett Vale player comes around. Well done there. Could have been Gill. And, well, it's that man again. I did ask the stats man. He said, I don't do them anymore. And you can see why, because Reid would be well over 20, I'd say, and having a great game. And look at this spread off the back line. Whitaker now trots forward, left-handed bounce, left-footed kick. He's playing with a left-footed football, I'd suggest. Put it up in the air a bit and gave the Morphett Vale player plenty of time to get there, and they congested up, and another ball up.
Yeah, just couldn't quite grab it there, Davies. Liked his game too. He's been really industrious there in the forward line, and of course has 2 snags to his name as well. So
I can tell you, Ock Health and Safety is in play, because I was just watching the Reynella girls there, and I saw them putting the gloves on. I thought, oh, they might be stitching someone up or filling water bottles. They're actually massaging a player at the moment, because the heavy ground does get a little bit tight on the calves, and well, they've got the gloves on to do that. So Ock Health and Safety is underway at Reynella as they come around now.
So Potter's kick. Yep. Good mark in the back line taken by Locke. He's been really impressive since quarter time. Providing a lot of rebound. Just decides to pop it up, heading back towards centre wing. In prime position here, Reid. Could have raffled it there, Reid or Shermer. So ball in towards half forward.
And just someone with a sense of humour out there sending in messages, and we can't actually put that one over the airways. Not to embarrass anyone, probably me especially, as Borehome comes forward into the forward line now. And that's a mark. So must have been facing the wrong way as he took that mark. That was a big kick in by Borehome. And someone with a sense of humour out there as Callum Semple just goes back easy as you like, lackadaisical, pops it through. Only for their second, and well, Brendan McKeough was saying that he needed to address the goal kicking, the yips, and they've kicked 2 for the quarter, so they have straightened up. But 4 goals 5 first quarter, 3 goals 5 second quarter, 2 goals straight in the third, and Morphett Vale 2 points. So 9-11 plays 3-3 on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. There is no other place I would rather be right now than down here at Reynella, and have a look at the huge crowd out here to the right, Vince. Past Players Day. Look at them in the cars in the back. They are everywhere, and I hope you're enjoying this through filming footy and dartfish.
So first goal to Semple. $16 minutes in the third quarter here on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard.
Six different goal scorers now for Reynella.
And Looks like he's going to get the free kick there.
Schindler
Just
Taylor.
no,
Yep.
it's just Earlham's just handed it off, so it is Schindler Taylor there.
They
So-
spread.
Yeah, spread. He's going to come out towards the broadcast side. Bit of a helicopter punt, they'd call that. And oh, well, this man, he's up to 50 possessions, Tony.
Reed again. He's doing a great job. It's just on that 50-metre line on the back line. Umpire's called it on. Kicks it now just towards the wing. Gee, one-on-one battle there. Morphett Vale player gets his hands to the ball first, and that's Leroy Marsh. He's been pretty good back there, but gee, talk about a lot of pressure.
So, here it comes. Boundary throw in. Both ruckmen probably had hands to that one. Gill's quick kick forward. Good shark there by Hartwig.
Oh,
But again,
he's brought his own ball.
oh, he has, indeed. Decides with the handball. He's going to go back for the 1-2. Doesn't get it. Instead, it's a high kick. Get under that, if you will. Goes to the back at the pack. Just a little dinky kick by Patworth off the ground. It's worked to advantage now. The ball's coming up towards inside 50. Oh, have a look at that work there from Potter. Potter goes in. What a good goal there from Bradley Potter. Fantastic pickup. Straightened up. Straight through the high diddle. Get a look at this, folks.
That could be a contender for goal of the day, Vince. Have a look at him. Jeez, he put the Jets on. Look where he was, centre of the ground. Follows up. Oh, he comes into play now.
Oh, clean take, turns around and straight through the middle. Umpire stands erect and there's two hands.
Gives Toby Earlham a little bit of how you going as he, geez, he put the Jets on, didn't he? And Samuel Whitbread, you can see him talking there with Max Sampson in the middle as the water bottle comes across, probably squirt him. No, he won't. So once again, they're manned up. Morphett Vale, you can see they're to the left of every Reynella player in the middle of the ground here. So if their ruckman taps it forward, they're going to be behind already. Let's have a look at what happens. So it's a 0-all in the middle. Who am I to say? Because, well, you wouldn't believe it. Morphett Vale get it out, and Taylor Copley kicks it right into the mud in the middle. Player couldn't quite juggle it. Anyone's ball. Quick hands. Carpenter again. Gets a lot of it. Pops it up in the air. Reynella off the half back line. This is Brodie Damon. Elects to go diagonal out towards half forward flank wing, where unable to take it was Borman, and getting it back around with Morphett Vale there with a quick kick. Up and down, getting a lot of it is Braden Hartwig, but he's tackled. Couldn't quite pick it up, the Morphett Vale player. That was Malloy. It's over the top, 2-13s. Samuel Whitbread. This way, that way. He looks inside. Look at the run. 1-2 he could have picked from. Luke Cooper, if you're going to come inside, that's how you do it. Cooper looks out to the wing. Comes out this side now. A lot of time here. Joel Stone. Steps his way in. Almost had too long. Player glides by off the back line. Jack Ball have been very impressed with their run off the back line. However, it's kick to congestion. Oh, he's onto it again here, and that was Bradley Potter. It's bouncing. Oh, taken high as well.
So Davies.
Wow, he's been a live wire up forward for them. Here it comes in. So a lot of time there, but it was a kick to congestion, but they backed themselves. We've seen a few teams do this as that kick came around. Gee, had a lot of time and space, and then bang. Attracted crowd. Tried to fend off, and, well, going to be right in front of goal now, Davies. He's not even going to run, I wouldn't suggest. Well, he's going to line up a little bit. Car with the lights on back there. Trots in, kicks a goal, and the fourth for the quarter, and 3 to Davies. I think, Vince, the important thing for Reynella, you've still got to be kicking goals, you've still got to be playing the game, but they kicked 15-23 last week, and at one point they were 7-11, they're now 11-11. So you've got to find things in a game to coach to and get efforts out of, and, well, they've done it here. They've kicked the 11-11, and they've straightened themselves up.
And did we hear that was the first thing that was going to be discussed in the change rooms at halftime?
Well, the other interesting thing, they are over 22 scoring shots. The only loss for the year was by 10 points in round 5, and they've had 20 scoring shots in every round apart from 2. So 8 out of 10 games, and they're up to that again today. So if you're going to be doing that, that is fantastic, but please work on the accuracy. As a huge rainbow comes out to the left of screen there, and I'll be back in a minute. I'll just go and collect my pot of gold.
Thank you. Up they go while you do that. This time Bode gets it down, but slapped forward there Good slap forward by Shermer, but it's coming back over his head. Hartwick, oh, that's a really good mark from behind. What's he spotted up there? Plurkin on the lead, but intercepting beautifully there was Damon. He decides to go out to the far side. Good kick. Handball off now. Important kick. There's going to be a short kick here. It's just made the distance there to Copley. He's coming out towards the broadcast side. So, quick handball over the top from Ball. There over to Whittaker. Whittaker following up now. Goes with a bump now, goes in to get it. Quick handball up to Rosa. He goes to Whitbread. Again, Whitbread, does he keep that in? Umpire says no, he doesn't.
Tried to do a lot with it there, and left-handed umpire here, so he'll do, it's almost a cricket bowl here as we watch the young man doing a great job. But the ruckman and midline players need to, there he goes, over it goes, he does the spin. Great throw in by the young man, well done, and Schindler Taylor immediately taking the ground on the wing here, and the umpire says, well, if you can have a throw in, I can have a throw up. As it goes up, down, trying to get over the top was Bode, who has been in their best players last week. Haven't seen a lot of him today. He's a good size once again, but just got his work cut out up against Shermer. Doesn't quite come down that way. Watch the fence there, boys. That's the big coach's box down here at Reynella, you can see. And, well, they'll load up again here. Davies has to give it off. The man in long sleeves is Lachlan McGuinness. The umpire says, thanks to filming footy and dartfish, I'll get a bit of screen time. Brings him back. And Bradley Lang, the debut player for Morphett Vale on the mark, almost gets to it.
And it's a big kick up forward into the hot spot, but once again, they've been able to repel. Kick goes out wide. Gee, no, maybe they haven't. That's Potter's handball over there to Semple. Goes back to Potter. I think he's going to be... No, he's not over the boundary line. Players continuing to go on. The umpire will come in now. Well, that remained in play.
Very
and
good.
Yep, we'll have a ball up.
Very good player, Potter. He's right up there. He's been kicked 20 goals in 10 games, and 6 out of the last 10 games has been the best players.
So he's in a dangerous spot here into the goal square. Ooh. How did he go there, Smith? Go captain. Got the ball out. But once again, there's a lot of pressure here from Reynella. It's coming straight back in again from Cooper. Cooper goes across the face. That'll be last touch, I believe. And Leroy Marsh with the ball.
Might be getting a bit from the crowd there just quietly. No, they're outstanding young men there. Didn't say anything. A lot of times have changed. Up it goes, down it comes. Bathed in sunshine again. There he is, Samuel Whitbread. Quick kick in. They've done this a couple of times, just turned it over. Diving mark by Earlham, but this is where they need to get it out. They can get it to the half-back line. This tends to be a high kick. That's better. Gives it into Jack Del Santo, but not into that hot spot. It's this kick that worries us because it just goes high to a contest. Reynella, look at their numbers. They've been running well all day. Gee, runs towards the boundary here, does Damon. Comes around the corner, gives it back. Okay, what do you do now, son? He comes in square.
That's
nice kick. And this is Daniel Bode. Needs to give him a lift. Has a look around. Holds up. Diagonally now across the mud. Big pack forms out the back. Here he is, Lang, on debut. Gets a nice kick into the forward line. Unfortunately, it's that man again, Reed, who seems to be a magnet for the ball. He kicks it out, and that is a magnificent kick across the half-back line. Rosa with ball in hand.
So Rosa bites off a good kick into the middle. There's Davies. Inside the centre square now. Goes laterally. Didn't this man just give it off about 15 seconds ago? There has to be more than one of him out there. Oh, but that kick's just put them in a little bit of danger there.
And I'll tell you what, get him off. That's the call from the crowd. If he's going to do that and turn the ball over, no, he's playing a sensational game, that young man.
Gave Chris Hunter a bit of work to do. Good take there by Whitbread. Slung around, does still get the handball out. All inside the forward 50. Umpire's going to pick out a free kick here. We'll go in the back line to there, Dylan Rosa. So Rosa's been another one who's been impressive since quarter time, come into the game.
Spread of players, Vince, that are really playing good football.
None better, I reckon, than Liam Reid. So they're just working it around here. 26 minutes deep in the third quarter here 11-11, 77 to 3-3-21. That makes it a 56-point margin on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard.
It was 23 at quarter time and it was 34 at half time, and that lead's blown out because they've kicked 4 goals to 2 points in this quarter. 11-11 plays, 3-3 as mentioned. You can see the shadows getting quite long on the ground. That is because it is 4:15. It's a 2:30 start to the game, so it will finish quite late. I hope they've got nice lights here as that kick comes in. Sunday night, 27 is Luke Cooper for Reynella. He just slows it down. They've got a lot of tall players, Reynella. I did ask pre-game Jared, the backline coach, just about that. Are they going to be any good in the wet? And, well, we haven't needed it, but they have got a lot of tall blokes. As ball on the halfback flank now. Just really holding things up. We're winding around 27 minutes in. You wouldn't want Reynella to get another one because they can run off quite quickly. And, well, it's Morphett Vale at this point. Well done, but it's inside 50. The race is on. Connor Malloy is up against 2 or 3 of them and the ball bounces out. Last possession.
Another bloke who's had a
the hot
ton
spot,
of it,
sorry,
Whitbread, this quarter.
Yes, so that's the hot spot. They get away with it, quick handball out, and, well, we will go to three-quarter time with the score 11-11, 77 to Morphett Vale, 3-3-21, a commanding lead as we speak, and we will take a short break.
Little Heroes round 11 here in the Southern Football League. We are at Reynella Oval for the Reynella Wineflies versus the Morphett Vale Emus. Three-quarter time it is. 11-11, 77 to the home side. Morphett Vale 3-3-21. Margin did open up quite a bit in that quarter. 4 straight after some inaccurate kicking in that third quarter to the 2 behind. Sees it at a 56-point margin. What did you like in that third quarter, Tony?
Well, I did like the movement from Reynella, the numbers around the ball. You just see Voigt there getting a bit of attention, might be just cramping up. As I said, that mud in the middle probably going to play a little bit of havoc. It's interesting now whether they can finish off Reynella. They straighten themselves up, Vince. They've kicked 4-6 in the first quarter, 3-5 in the second, 4 straight, which is what Brendan McKeough wanted. It wasn't a high-scoring quarter, 4 shots, but they kicked the 4 straight. The opposition, well, they've kicked 1-1, 2 goals straight and 2 points in the third quarter. So the lead was 23, was 34 and is now 56. what they need to do now is finish off Reynella, have a good finish, come off the ground. I always talk about this with players. Forget the scoreboard, come off with no petrol tickets left, because you may need this in the finals, and you've got to know what exhaustion and playing under exhaustion and skill execution is like. For Morphett Vale, well, Hartwig's kicked 2 and Del Santo is 1. We did talk about the Achilles heel being where will they get the goals. We thought that Aidan Baker might be the target up forward. I'd like to see him port up the ground a bit, whether it's centre half forward or even into the middle. He looks like he's got a bit of grunt. At the moment, he'd still be fresh down there in the forward line because they're just not able to get it there. So just looking now where he's going to line up, whether he is up the ground a bit. And George from Flagstaff Hill, thank you very much. His grandfather's 88, watching the coverage in his lounge room. So, Grandpa, fantastic to get you along and enjoying it. I hope you can put up with our dulcet tones across the airwaves, but absolutely loving it, welcoming you, and hasn't been able to get out of the house to watch local footy. So you can watch it today live on Filming Footy and Dartfish. So it's fantastic to get the heartwarming messages and get our broadcast out all around the world, Australia and all of the states, as well as the southern region, Vince. So important and integral to community football, getting this broadcast out.
So 1 quarter to go here. Up it goes once again. Bode probably gets an arm on that one. Ball goes straight to the ground. It's not coming out. A little bit of a ride there from Samuel Whitbread. Maybe it was a hint of in the back. That time, Borholm gets it down. The ball just comes out from the stoppage, off the ground, gets it away from the congestion, races on. Now it's out here, it's been taken there by Henrik. He's tackled immediately by Luke Cooper. Umpire says, I'll have it. Just in front of our broadcast here, wow! Ooh. Bode got up high and nearly brought rain, but gets the ball in towards the forward line there for Reynella, but it's come back out and it's going to go straight back in again.
So the defensive forces have been really good today, that setting up the wall, and they're going to need that against bigger teams and higher up the ladder teams, but good work there. Callan Semple taking that mark there, and he's been in there. He's kicked 19 goals, but only in 5 games, so interesting. Really industrious up forward, but playing a little bit further down the ground today. Oh, just bobbled that ball out to Dawshurst and got away with it as that ball comes down the wing. Oh, trying to take the towering mark, couldn't quite. Morphett Vale player, that looked like Lang, it was too. Oh, player just drops the ball. Umpires have put the whistle away. Anyone's ball, taking the ground now, Brian Gill. Nodding his head around. I'll tell you what, that was a good lift by Lang, wasn't it?
And I'll tell you what, that was magnificent work from Dawshurst there to... with that
flick
palm
pass
off, that flick pass. Here he is again in this contest. Umpire completely blindsided, but I tell you, the past players weren't, and they sort of let him know about it too. But
tell you what, he might do a place kick next the way we're going. But you know what, Vince? Sometimes if you can get away, I don't think it was like an absolute deliberate. He was just under that much pressure. Talking about pressure, there's Reynella under pressure now. Gee, great game by Scott Carpenter, but he put that one up to Borholm, and how'd you like to see him charging at you? And then have to tackle him. Good courage shown by Braden Hartwig, who I thought has battled very well all day today off that half-back line.
So in it comes once again. Neither ruckman gets to it this time. Good pick up there by Del Santo. Ball goes forward. There's the youngster Lang. Gets the handball out. Quick handball there to Sampson. Back to Del Santo. The kick to the hot spot. Can they get a mark? Oh, 2 hands on it. Couldn't quite. Crumbs there to Ball. He gets it away. And now they're going to clear outside 50. So, geez, that looks like it must be... That'll be Alex Lawley running there again. He loves running off the half-back. Kick goes up to the wing. It's going to come back. Check side kick in towards 450. Makes it hard for your forwards. Now the ball's on the ground. And there's a kick in towards the forward line. It's bouncing. Is it going to go all the way? And no, it's not. So Jack Ball plays goalkeeper. Takes it through for a rushed behind.
Check side there. And you can see the sun there. I can tell you there's a touch of a rain come across the ground. It was just a light shower and a good mark there by Dylan Rosa. Oh, got himself in trouble there. Gives it off. Congestion. and the opposite number 10, Connor Locke, dived in over the ball and got hold of it. So Locke it is, loads up. He's going to be outside 50, so it'll be 2 kicks. Just goes short. Look at the crowd there. 1, 2, 3. Reed it was with the telescopic arm. Holding that ball up. They practice that these days. Alex Lawley just warming up in front of us on the fence is Voigt, but because I think he's got a touch of cramp. Or he might just be standing in front of the... no, he has got a touch of cramp, but good young player he is. And, yeah, just a big rain clouds come over the top as Reynella just pops it in. Borehome had that great first quarter, probably set them up. Been a bit quiet throughout the game, but just a little moments like that. Good mark and getting that ball out. So Reynella players, ironically, you can see the umbrella go up on the far side and the sun. So I don't know whether it's to stop the rain or the sun, but players just bobbling around out that far side. That's close to the boundary. And it will get across there thanks to Connor Locke. Big crowd once again. We can't thank the Reynella Football Club, Morphett Vale Football Club and the Southern Football League enough for the hospitality today. The huge crowd down here, it is huge. We've got a lot of people viewing the game at home live, which is fantastic as that ball comes around. Play on was the call though. That's Reed again off the half back line by the looks of it. Beautiful kick in. They load up at half forward.
So inside 50, but it's going to be chopped off. Good mark taken there. That looks like it might be Miller there. Which way is he going to go? Just pops it up high. You've mentioned this a lot of time. That kick towards centre wing up high. Gilby had a good go at it. Couldn't quite get it. Well done there by Lang. Handball out, but it's going to be chopped off. That might be Stone there. Decides to come out wide. Here goes Cooper. Cooper with the kick inside forward 50. He's got a player out there. Oh, big fly. Couldn't quite take it. Crumbs again there to Potter. Potter's got it. He's going to give the handball. It's a player in the goal square. That's Davies. Davies has now got 4. In fact, he's got 1 in every quarter. And opening goal the last quarter goes to Pat Davies and to the Wineflies. And that is now, of course, a game-high margin, being the first goal the last quarter, out to an even 10 goals.
I was
plus
just
1
going to talk
point.
about that system when that kick came in. The player got that out wide. Potter, of course, he's playing a great game as well. Very industrious in there. But it's taken him 5.5 minutes against a lower on the ladder team to get that goal. So a little bit of fatigue coming in. They are 12 goals 11. They have kicked 5 straight since half time, but just taken so long to get that goal, Vince. And well, it'll be interesting to see if they can wind up a bit here and get a few in a row. Man on man in the middle. Umpire looks around. Umpire Nathan Salt and Alex Kerr doing a wonderful job today. Up it goes. He's a good athlete, is Bode, but gee, Borehome was able to get that. Now they go forward through Schindler Taylor, they being Morphett Vale. Ball comes around. Reynella out in that far side. Number 13 is Whitbread, who's really had a great second half. Look at that kick. Really good. Talon Copley looks to fake. Gives it a lot of time now. Look at the 3 Morphett Vale players. Just that metre behind Vince. They can't quite get there. And it goes forward again. All taken high, is he? Umpire over the top. A little bit of tunnel on. And Leroy Marsh, number 25 there in the orange boots. He's been quite stout, shall we say, across that back line for Morphett Vale.
So out of that congestion, or is it? Now there's a little kick up from Copley. Goes into 50. That's a good mark taken there by Rosa. Another one of the better performances. A lot of very even performances. Darts the kick. What a kick from Rosa. That's a beautiful, that's a grass cutter. Seriously, that did not go higher than any player's head. And that's probably travelled 30 metres. Have a look at this kick. Oh, okay, so it did probably go higher than someone else's, so most of the players' heads, but it's resulted in this shot for goal. And that is well deserved from that pass. Well done to Semple. So he's had a couple late, Semple. 1 in the third quarter, now 1 in the last. And on the Adelaide Precision Glass, providing unique and beautiful glass solutions. Scoreboard.
Well, he has kicked, as we said, 19 goals in 5 games. Well, he's now kicked 21 in 6. So a really good player up forward. You don't have to wait to be first third or fourth in line, you can pop your hand up, and we've seen that with Davies today with 4. We've seen Bradley Potter with 3, who's now, you can see there, number 23 is in the middle with his hands on the hips. So if those players go forward, I can tell you number 17 there is Hudson Voigt. So he's come on the ground, and once again there are matchups there. Let's see what happens. Gee, flying high there, Bo, just couldn't time it. Borheim stood still and it fell into his arms. Good play here by the Morphett Vale player, put it to his advantage. He's paddled that twice. Carpenter probably won't let it out. Can't quite get there, just slips. They're inside here through Copley. And here we go. Is this the moment? We've been waiting all day. They all point, and Voigt it is, socks up as well.
Look at them starting to move from the back line here. They're coming down.
Is it the press or is it the celebration? So Voigt.
I'd have to say it's in anticipation of the latter.
So Hudson Voigt lining up. First game, 16 years old. Gee, going around to the left a bit. Now he did it. Has a little bit of a trot. Unselfishly puts it into the goal square, and he's got cramp as well. I reckon Voigt will come off there. Couldn't quite get the work done. And the team thing, as the big number 29, Tom Shermer's already got 1, and he's going to line up for his second. So Hudson Voigt, I'd suggest 10 minutes in, he's done enough for the day. He'll probably have a rest now on the bench as Shermer trundles in. The big left foot goes bang, over the top it goes, and that's halfway to Normanville. That football was Shermer kicks his second for the day. That's 3, and I'll tell you what, Brendan McKeough would be wrapped, because that's 7 goals straight in the second half off 7 scoring shots. That does make sense, Vince, believe it or not. They had, 7 and 11 is, they had 18 scoring shots in the first half to score 7 goals 11, so they've really straightened up. And if you're looking for positives right there, there it is in that second half.
And 3 goals in 4 minutes here, so putting a fair distance on themselves. 73 points is the margin here now on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard.
So he stayed on there, Voigt. You can see him there, number 17, just to the right of screen, really trying to stretch up. The runner on the ground here, so just seeing what the umpires are looking at. He's waiting to go into the square.
Yeah,
no,
that ball's no good. They're going to get another ball. Or is the one that they've found, they've collected it all the way back from Normanville. Here it comes.
Oh, good call, Vince. Beautiful place down there. But thanks to True Blue Driving School, our major broadcast sponsor. Crown Inn, Old Reynella, and Pro Build Australia, our broadcast sponsors. Adelaide Precision Glass for our scoreboard, and Stream Media sponsors. Filming footy and dartfish with over 1,500 to 2,000 events per game. There are over 700 coaches nationally utilising the dartfish analytics to improve their coaching, provide feedback, analyse themselves and opposition. You can get a complete playlist package with Vision to match. Why wouldn't you? Oh.
Borholm gets it down. Quick kick forward. Connor Lock there. All over Davies. And umpire says, I'll take the ball. Up high again is Bode. Beautiful spin by Potter. Gets the handball. Now this kick off. Get under that. That might bring the rain. Look out. Up they go. No mark taken. Off hands. Quick kick is at Davies again. Voigt decides to let it go for Patworth. Patworth, ball was stripped there. It's up by Carpenter. And he was tackled, so up again it goes. Bode again over the top. Schindler Taylor knocks it down. Gill paddles it forward, needs some help. Finds that in Braden Hartwig. Ball spills out from him. And this boundary throw-in is right in front of our commentary position here. In fact, it's so far in front, we can't even get the boundary umpire in it. Then it goes. Bode again over the top. Again, sharking it. Potter goes with the handball. Nice tap on. Here's Voigt. Voigt puts the ball up to the hot spot. There's a couple of options there. It comes off hands, though. How's it going to spill? Davies! He's got a handful. Front and centre where every good small player should be. And that's 5.
Vince, we spoke to Rod Smitherin, as we just see this come in. Void it was again, getting a fair bit of it. Here it is, off the pack. Oh, very well done, young man. And also Brett Simmons, and they said if you're ever going to kick a goal, kick it from that little pocket there in front of the, the grandstand, if you like, the club rooms. But on past Players' Day, they're celebrating the 69 A grade premiership, the 74 and 84 B grade premiership. Great to celebrate all grades. They kick a goal like that in the final term. If that doesn't lift you, nothing will. 15 goals, 11, 101 to 3 goals, 422. Get excited, Vince.
First to 100 wins, Tony.
Oh, well, I'd say today, Vince. Have a look at that.
So, little paddle forward. It's going to be chopped off. Here they go again. Kick's going to come out wide. That's not a bad kick. Take it on the bounce. Good take. Well done there by Patworth. Breaks the tackle. Now, is that a handball? Umpire said it was. Not sure it was. Anyway, McGuinness. Kick inside forward 50 on the lead. Can't quite take it there. Was that Stanford? Backing up again. Patworth. Spins around. Kick inside forward 50. 1-on-1. Punch from behind. Crummers again. Oh, look at that. From Dylan Rosa. Oh, again, Davies off the ground. Oh, and all after all that, it's the most exciting point of all time.
Hey, that's my material. Take a breath, Vince, as we're coming around to 15 minutes as we see the most exciting point ever kicked on Reynella Oval. It's exciting, folks. Get around it. There's always something in a game of footy. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Have a look at the game and what these fantastic players are doing out there. And that's a great mark to the Reynella player again, and that is Liam Reid. Fair income. I've got my questions ready for him. He's on his way to a beanie and a pair of thongs. Stay tuned for that at the end of the game. And that is a sticking mark. That just stuck in the fingers there. Fantastic, and brought to you our player, most effective player award. Well, good grab by Kellen Semple. Kellen, call him what you like, but he's not simple, he's simple, because he's kicked 2 and he's going to line up for his third. Well, probably 45 out, straight in front. He feels the ball. A little bit like the Geelong player there. Wanders in. Semple. 19 goals. Oh, takes a bit of a stutter. Oh, points the toe very well. That's how you do it. Oh, good grab on the line. Gee, I tell you what, he's got a great kicking action. I'm not sure about the run-up, but who am I to say? As Schindler Taylor on that half-back line. This is where they get stuck. Lead comes short. Geez, he goes to go to Miller. Why wouldn't you? And then just elects to bomb. So that's a 50-50. They all come under it. Can't take it was Bode. Oh, the big fella there taking the ground was Connor Gilby. Oh, player hit there and hit solidly too, the Reynella player. It's in the forward line. They'll go to the boundary here. Gliding by was Lachlan McGuinness. He pinpoints the pass. Try and say that with a mouthful of marbles. Just as I say that, Luke Cooper gives it away, and Schindler Taylor, just a little bit of feeling for a moment there, Vince, in the game.
So it's now up towards centre wing. And if this man hasn't had 44 possessions for the number on his back, well, look out. Lovely punch there from Schindler Taylor. From inside his defensive 50 over the boundary line. The golden fist.
A little bit going on in back play between the two ruckmen here. The umpire stands between them and has to look up about 1 foot to tell him. And now he tries to come in. You'll see number 17, Daniel Bode, now coming in because the resting ruckman is back. So there's Bode who gets the tap out. Oh, just a 0-all there. And we have a question. How do we book you guys to come down to Victor Harbour from Paul in Victor Harbour? Well, Paul, get in contact with Filming Footy and Dartfish, and we would welcome your call. As we do, we cover football all around Australia with these broadcasts. So if you'd like to get in contact with Filming Footy and or Dartfish, look us up. We'd be happy to take a call, have a discussion with you, and, well, look at the coverage you get. You might not get zig and zag here on the call. Well, then again, you might if you request us. But you do get that fantastic vision. We can come down, talk with you, bring all the information about your club to all the viewers, and it's fantastic to have support all around Australia from all the clubs that use Filming Footy and Dartfish. Thank you very much. Vince Cosme and Tony Neal joining you in the dying minutes, about 7 minutes to go. Thanks to Pro Build Australia True Blue Driving School, or the Reynella Crown Inn. Might be visiting that on the way home. I can tell you the Crown Inn at Old Reynella, they might have to kick me out tonight. And Adelaide Precision Glass, thank you very much to our broadcast sponsors. And of course, Southern Football League. Potter!
Nothing coming from that contest. About 4 or 5 stoppages here in a row.
He's kicked 3, Potter. Watch out for him.
So it looks like Stanford might be going up for this one. He does. Bode goes
There he is.
over the top. There's the kick out over the boundary line. Stopped by the netting. And they've really struggled here today, the Emus. Only 3 behind since half-time. Kick comes up towards half-back. Gilby has 2 goes at it. That's enough. That's got to be a mark, and surely it is, yes. In front of Shermer. So, Gilby. Good kicking style, but goes up towards centre wing. That's another good strong mark. Well done there, Mills Richardson. He decides to go long. That's better. 3 long kicks, races on. Is Gill going to be the first one there? Oh, Reeder's burnt him off and grabs it just before it goes over the boundary line.
Player just limping off here in front of us, so it's not good to see. That's the big fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought he could give a bit, and guess who comes on? His young Lang in his debut.
So,
Both debut players, sorry Vince, have put up a very good effort today, I thought.
yeah, absolutely. Good tap from Shermer behind there, but that ends up in another stoppage. Yeah, they have, especially, I think young Voigt's just run out of puff, which is understandable. But had a very good second and third quarter, so it's a little kick there. Stanford. It's going to be tackled by Bode. And off hands over the boundary line. Coming around between wing and half forward here for the Emus. They'd love a late goal here. 20 and a half minutes on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard. It's 102-22. That's an 80-point margin. Shermer first hand. Shark well by Gill. Gets the handball. Over there to Hartwig on his probably his non-preferred. It's bouncing, it's rolling. And umpire's picked out something there. It might be a opportunity here. It will be for Del Santo. Might have been a bit of holding there. But nevertheless, chance for them to kick their 4th goal and uniquely to have 2 players both with 2 goals. And he duly does. So well done there by Jack Del Santo. He is one of 2 multiple goal kickers for the Emus. 2 to him, 2 to Hartwig. That's their tally of 4.
And just a quick one, Vince. You and I did cover the association game recently, Southern Football League versus Great Southern Football League on the 8th of June at Bice Oval, and it was fantastic to bring all our viewers that game. And of course, Southern Footy League won 86-63 with Brendan McKeough being the coach on that day. And so we've got the Southern Football League at the moment with this great game being broadcast. And of course, our recent question came from the Great Southern Football League. Yes, we can broadcast. We're happy to do it. We come and we do interleague games, we do local games, and we also do finals. So get in contact, Filming Footy and Dartfish. As they go forward here again, Reynella, left foot kick, it's going to hit the ground. I'd love to see Reed go forward, but very disciplined are the Reynella team. He probably won't get the opportunity to float forward. However, taking the ground, and the crowd's very lively here, Vince. It's been great. See all the kids playing with the ball down the background there, but the crowd around to our right, very well controlled. It's a pleasure to come down. Well conducted by the Reynella Football Club and the whole Southern Football League as trying to get that out. Brian Gill banged on the boot again. Marsh, I've said a couple of times, yet again a turnover. Player just turns inside out, this way, that way. Joel Stone. Look at this, right into the hot spot. Anyone's ball in that pot. And we see, so similar to the other end, a free kick given
maybe another
in front of
holding
goals.
free kick. This time I think it's Cooper.
So I say this lightheartedly, there are 2 umpires. One's got a Morphett Vale jumper under his green and the other one's got a Reynella jumper under his green, going by these last 2. But no, it was there. You could see the hanging on. That is set in jest, folks. So Luke Cooper will line up for his first. You can see the 50-metre line. James Papworth in background, hands on knees, who's done a mighty job. Wanders in.
Umpire does not move.
Looks good off the
Yeah.
boot. That's their 4th for the quarter. They stream ahead. 16 goals, 12. That's their 5th for the quarter, apologies. And a nice kick there by Luke Cooper. As we wind around to 23 and a half minutes, you see this kick come in. It did drift a little bit right to left off the boot. That's home ground knowledge there. Look at the umpire straight over the top. Big Borehome puts a push in just in case. And, well, leading the way. Remember our major broadcast sponsor, True Blue Driving School. Broadcast sponsors, Crown Inn, Old Reynella, Pro Build Australia. Scoreboard sponsor, Adelaide Precision Glass. And Stream Media sponsors, Filming Footy and Dartfish. And I tell you what, I've pumped them up a fair bit because we're doing a wonderful job down here. Not us, the commentators, but the streamers. Fantastic job. Hope you're enjoying this across the world and across Australia, wherever you may be watching. And what do you call a past player? Are they an old wine fly? Vince, I might have undone all my good work in one word there. The old wine flies, the past players, good on them. And, well, if you like a fly, your eyes will go everywhere to watch this, so fantastic.
I'll tell you what you can call them, and that's having a good time, which they would be watching this. But here's a late opportunity, a nice long run there from Dorshorst. Gets the ball out towards the flank. Can they make something here? Good pressure still, good to see. Malloy, one of the 2 tacklers there on Chris Hunter. So umpire will come in, left half forward here. Searching for their 5th goal for the game. Up it goes. Stanford probably from behind got the best of it. And that allows them now, again,
Reed
through Reed to get it out towards the wing. First one there. Might have been Earl Orr. Does he get the free kick? I think he does. Got a player in the middle game, just opening up a bit here in junk time. Dorshurst goes long back towards the flank. Good punch from behind. Is that Reed again? He's been everywhere. Pick up there by Carpenter, tackled. Not by Reed, but by McGuinness. And umpire will come in and ball it up.
There he is, number 44, hands on hips. You just see him walking back. And Connor Malloy, well, that's what you call shadowing, because he's also put the hands on the hip. As over the ball there, Whitbread driven forward, puts the hand up. Says, hi, Mum, I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. What about a free kick from the umpire? Not there, and he's having a good chat to the umpire as he's about to throw this up. Very close to the boundary. Inside goes Bode. 1-2-G player immediately tackled there, Rosa. He's been good off the back line today. The 2 of them, himself and Reed, doing a really good running job. And as you can see, their closing down job as well. Up it goes. So Connor Gilby this time. So Gilby and Bode playing close to each other. You can see number 17 just walking out of screen there. He's a kick behind the play here for Morphett Vale.
Searching for their 5th goal. Up it goes again. Punched out. Good punch out that time. That's might have gone to McGuinness there with the long sleeves. His kick was smothered. It's gone over the boundary line. As we wind it down here, 27 minutes on the Adelaide Precision Glass scoreboard. It's 80 points the margin.
Well, a bit of a sad one here, tongue-in-cheek. My name is Timmy and I'm only 16, but I walk around the house calling the mighty Port Adelaide. We'll get on to the Tigers, mate, because then you'll get on to something really good. Would I be too young to try my luck at calling games? Mate, give us a call, Filming Footy and Dartfish. We welcome anyone out there, and we say this seriously, that would like to commentate or has ambitions about commentating. We'd like to have a chat. By all means, get in contact and we'll help you along your way. Myself or Vince can be your mentor. You'll never go anywhere, but we'll get someone around you that can help you out. And we'd love to hear from anyone out there that likes to have a chat and maybe have a go at commentating. We're always on the lookout.
And if he goes around commentating Port games, then I'll certainly help him out.
All right.
Okay, off we go again. Let's worry about what's happening here. 27 there, of course, is Cooper tackled. Centre wing, wind it down. 28 minutes played here. 80 points the margin on the Adelaide Precision Glass, providing unique and beautiful glass solutions scoreboard. And there it is, the final siren here at the Reynella Footy Club Oval. 80 points the final margin. 16 goals, 12, 108 Reynella. Fantastic kicking after half-time. They kicked 9 goals, 1 after half-time. And that was to 1 goal, 3 from Morphett Vale. So they certainly put the Jets on and got reward for their efforts, I would suspect. That's my co-commentator, Tony Neal, is out, heading on the oval to go grab the, well, I'll predict the number 44, Liam Reid from the Reynella Footy Club with the beanie and with the magnificent Archies as well. So well done to Reynella, 80-point winners. As we said, some of the better players today. Reid, as we mentioned, absolutely brilliant over all 4 quarters. Racked up a ton of it, absolutely marshalled there all day from the back line. A lot of players had moments for Reynella. Borehome, very good start. Rosa was good again, coming off a halfback. Semple, good second half. Whitbread, excellent second half. Liked Lawley's run off a halfback as well. Bradley Potter chipped in, of course, with 3 goals of his own. Stanford competed well, even spent a bit of time in the ruck. So well done, but it looks like Tony is here with our player of the day.
Well, folks, it's an absolute pleasure to be joined by Liam Reid here. Best on ground for the Reynella team. First of all, mate, you read the play so well. Do you have a licence to run off the back line?
Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah.
Yep.
Coach lets me do what I want, so yeah, that's good.
And a lot of work between the arcs, between the 50 metres. Of course, you get right down deep as well. But coming up the ground towards the... Do you ever get down to kick a goal? We were hoping for it today.
Pretty rarely, but I can.
Okay, and the reward, because a lot of work off the back line, you're either punching, running or kicking, but to see it go down forward and see the big fellas take a mark, or the little crummers, of course, to take a mark and to kick the goal. So the hard work in the back line finished off in the forward line. How rewarding was that?
Yeah, it's always good to see the boys do well up forward and kick some goals. So, yeah, that's what we want. So, yeah, it's good.
Well, Liam, you're a worthy winner. You've got the Dartfish beanie. Hold the thongs up, mate. You've got a pair of thongs as well. An absolute sensational game. We probably stopped counting at about 30, mate. So thanks so much for joining. Get in and enjoy the song and the festivities afterwards. Great game.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
All right, back to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, so well done there to Liam Reid. Worthy winner of the Dartfish beanie and the magnificent pair of Archies there for best player on the ground. And well done to him. For the E-News, a couple of the better players for the E-News. We'll just hold here because they've just got both teams lined up.
The best on ground. Best on ground star goes to Reynella, number 44, Liam Reid. Liam. Want to say something?
It's a good game, lads. It's always, good playing you boys. To us boys, well done. Another good win. Let's keep going.
So worthy winner there, Liam Reid, as we said, of best on ground, and the judges concurred with us. So just keeping an eye on Tony. He's just trying to get another interview here. See how he goes. He might actually have the coach here. So good, pretty pleased with that second half. So we'll cross over to Tony, and he has Brendan McKeown.
Well, folks, what an absolute delight. Brendan McKeown now joins us post-game. Mate, the half-time message about straightening up, and I'll tell you what they did in the final half.
Yeah, it's nice to see they listened. I don't know how many times that's happened this year, but I think 9-1 in the second half, so I'm very pleased with that. Yeah.
And Davies, of course, kicks 3 or 4 goals. You've got number 23 there, the other lad that came in as well, kicked a few goals. So a great spread of goal kickers. It's not just the Talls up forward, but the Crummers as well.
Yeah, correct. And we lost Bailey Marshman halfway through the game through illness and all that type of stuff. And Pat was only called up late last night, and I think he might have kicked 5 in the end, maybe, Paddy Davies. But kicked 5. So, it's going to be hard to leave him out next week.
And young Voigt, we did see him cramp up. We were that excited. He had 3 or 4 goes at getting his first goal. Couldn't quite get it done, but geez, an exciting. He's almost Dacos, like I keep saying it, because I'll wrap him up. He's got that low centre of gravity, but just a bit of cramp in the last quarter. But his game, fantastic for his first ever senior game.
Yeah, it is. Only 16 years of age. So he's in the program at South Adelaide. So I'm not sure how much we'll see of him after this year, but he didn't look out of place at all. And if he can be anything like Dacos for us, that'll be all right, won't it?
Fantastic. Tell us about the training for the next few weeks. Like bit of a heavy game today. Will you have a light night on Tuesday night? Will it be heavy? What have you got coming up over the next few weeks?
No, we're still in the middle of a bit of a running program at the moment. We'll probably lighten it off after next week against Happy Valley. We'll have a light week as we go into the zone weekend then. So, we're still working the boys pretty hard because this is a crucial part of the year. So, and our fitness is something that we pride ourselves on. So.
Well, you're having a magnificent season, Brendan. Thank you so much for joining us. Get off and enjoy the festivities, mate, and thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there we are, folks. Fantastic from Brendan McKeough, the coach of Reynella, and we will head back to central commentary position.
Yeah, well done, Tony, and well done to Brendan McKeough and the Reynella Wineflies, 80-point winners here today on the round 11. Little Heroes round 11 here for the Southern Football League in their match against the Emus. We a couple of the better players here for the Emus. Of course, we had their 2 players that kicked 2 goals each, which was Hartwig and Del Santo. Liked the game of Brian Gill after quarter time, got busy and got going. Schindler Taylor was good in the second half. Connor Locke good off a half back. Scott Carpenter toiled away all day. I like Daniel Bode in the ruck. He was able to insert himself and like the way he leaps up nice and high. And I thought that Bradley Lang did, again, another debutant, didn't look out of place in his first game. Well done there, Tony. You got the best on ground. We got that right. That's the most important one. And well done there. You got Brendan McKeough there at the end there as well.
No, it was fantastic. And, as we said, down here we got a lot of messages from different people around the place. John up there, great friend of us down here, but John in Geraldton in Western Australia watching, and of course the locals calling in. We've got people wanting to be commentators if they want to come and give it a go. That's fantastic. Of course, our director today, Tommy Hills, did a fantastic job, and our cameraman James Patzel. We are a team here, of course, and yourself, Vince. Fantastic calling once again, supporting myself out here. And what a game we saw. You can see the highlights here, but Reynella running over, and interesting to hear that they are actually still on a training program.
Yeah, the heavy training block.
Because you set yourself up for those games later on in the season. So our best on ground, as we said, Liam Reid, great job. Great to hear that Hudson Voigt is on his way. He's got a great career ahead of him, I'd suggest. As we can see, brought to you by Dartfish, the beanie and the thongs. Well, at the end of the day, it's thank you very much to the Southern Football League, to both teams, Reynella and Morphett Vale, but especially down here at Reynella today, to bring the fans out there a Sunday game live. We hope they've enjoyed the broadcast. Any final words from you, first of all, Vince?
Oh, no, thanks very much to the hospitality and the help that we've had all day from the Reynella Football Club. Well done to the Morphett Vale Football Club playing on the Sunday as well. Thanks to the Southern Football League, of course. And everyone, let's go back and enjoy our week at work and go and do it all again next weekend. All
right, Vince, thank you very much. Yourself, thank you. Our sponsors, our production crew, all of the support staff down here at Reynella. We thank all the volunteers throughout the Southern Football League. From Vince Cosme and Tony Neal, we are signing off. Enjoy your Sunday evening and the week, and we cannot wait. It is only another 6 days and football is back on Thank you and good evening.